welcome back to Southeast Wargaming. We're here with another Age of Sigmar battle report with a new face. A new face. This is Kev. Say hi, Kev.
Hi, Kev.
Huzzah. Today we're going to do 2,000 points. Big Waagh, but mainly Bone Splitters. No, all Bone Splitters, but Big Waagh against the Idoneth Deepkin. They make a return. You haven't seen them in a while, and this is a cool ass list. Very nicely painted, my friend. So we haven't brought up a scenario yet, but how are you feeling? You know, first game.
First game since March, since lockdown.
Yeah.
Bit of a story of this army. This was my, what is it called? New Year, New Army back in January. And started painting it January the 1st.
Excellent.
Finished 1 week before lockdown to come here and play this game.
Yeah, because we had a few practice games and stuff, and we were like, yeah, we'll get you on the channel. And it's like, I finished. It was like, no, stay at home.
Yeah. But the army was finished and is now sat in the box for 2-3 months now.
Yes, itching to play.
Ready to go.
Absolutely.
I can't remember a thing of how to play anymore, so you'll have to bear with me.
It's fine.
But
we never make rules mistakes ever on this channel, ever.
Moving on.
Did they buy it? Damn.
On that note, I'll be sharing this with the Facebook group for the Idoneth. Guys, please forgive me.
Don't. Shall we get to the list, sir?
We shall.
To the lists. And here we have 2,000 points. Big Waagh. Never run Bone Splitters in a Big Waagh before, so this is a completely new experience. It could go well, it could go horribly wrong. We'll see. I'm against Idoneth. Not a great track record, unfortunately. But we're going to throw a load of green bodies at some fish and see what happens. So, Big Waagh, so I'll generate Waagh points. There's no clan today, but my general is a Wargog Prophet. It is Gubbs McSkullsplitter. He is back. He is the general. His command trait is the Voice of the Gods. +2 bravery to all Bone Splitters units, wholly within 18, I believe. Might be 12, can't remember. Artefact, the glowing tattoos, which means he has a 4-up DPR, ignore damage. His spell will be Law of the Savage Beast. No, that's the actual law. What his spell will be is Gorkamorka's Warcry, which is a casting value of 6 and does D3 mortal wounds, but the main thing is it makes a unit strike last, which is good stuff. We've got a Savage Big Boss next, just bog standard. We have 2 Warlocks, one with Brutal Beast Spirits, one with Cunning Beast Spirits as their spells. We then have a Maniac Weird Knob with the 2nd artifact, because I am running a battalion. The artifact will be the Big Wargog Mask, which means he can kind of stare at someone really hard and do some mortal wounds. It's pretty decent. And his spell will be Breath of Gorkamorka to move some units extremely fast up the board. And then lastly we have another Savage Big Boss, completely bog standard, no artifacts or upgrades. So we'll go on to the battle line. I've got 2 units of 20 Savage Orruks with stickers for some long-range shenanigans. I have 1 unit of 20 Savage Orruk Arrow Boys for super long-range shenanigans. I have a unit of 4 Big Stabbers, a unit of 2 Big Stabbers, and a unit of 5 Savage Boar Boy Maniacs. So I am running a battalion today. It will be the Cunning Rug, which is the 2 units of Savage Orruks and the unit of Arrow Boys and the Savage Big Boss with the blue tattoos. And that allows me to make a normal move, or I can shoot in the hero phase as well as later on in the turn. Very tasty. And I have bought an extra command point, so that is, I think we're at 1990 points of green angry naked orcs.
And hello, this is my first time using this army on the channel. Woo. And first time appearing on the channel. Woo. So I'm using my Deepkin, which are Fuethan. Gotta love those extra rerolls of 1s for the mounts all the way through the game, and also double Flood Tide. No running away, running towards.
Hooray.
And again, more rerolls of 1. Right, my army has got the High King himself, Volturnos. He's just so much better than the normal king. 40 points difference. And even if you just ignore the fact his command ability gives it to 3 different units, longer range, better items, more attacks, you know, reroll hits of all units within 18 inches. Fantastic.
Tasty, tasty king.
Next unit, I've got my converted Eidolon of Mathlann, which this unit over here. Now, yes, I realise everyone's going to tell me he's not tall enough to be a Mathlann of the Sea, but it's a cool conversion and I like it.
It's awesome.
So, Mathlann of the Storm, in fact. So, we'll be using him very defensively during the game, and I tend to double him up with the converted Tidecaster. It's a fantastic conversion. I've completely stolen by somebody off online. I do try to use the Tidecaster magic spell to hurl the Mathlann of the Storm forwards, so hopefully we'll get that off this game. We'll see. Now, over here on the other side, you'll see one massive Akhelian Corps. In there, I've got 6 Akhelian Morrsarr Guard. I've got another unit of 3 Morrsarr Guard. I've got a unit of 3 Ishlaen Guard, who are great for going ahead and holding objectives. I've got 2 Allopexes. Now, I know sharks aren't everyone's favourite units, but you know what? I think they're damn cool.
I agree with you.
You know, giant, swimming, flying sharks.
What's not to love about that?
We'll be having some of those. And, of course, the massive Leviadon at the back there. Nice shooting, extra buffs to the army, and if you manage to get the King's ability off, then those jaws biting on you twice.
Devastating.
That'll do nicely. Right, items. I've got 2 artifacts this game. And now I've tried to remember what I've taken. I've taken the Cloud of Midnight on the Mathlann of the Storm. Now that'll give me the chance to just shrug everything off for a bit. So if I teleport them forwards and then pop that, maybe you can just sit there and shrug off a load of attacks. And then a Arcane Pearl on my Tidecaster just to give them a bit more of a buff.
Nice.
Okay. That's it.
How many points are you at?
I am at spot on 2,000 points.
Some say he's already won.
And just because I can, I've taken a ghost ship.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely. It's a useful bit of terrain.
And worth all the points you pay for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Big fat zero.
Okay.
Excellent. Welcome to Escalation. Sometimes 2 deadly foes will stumble across each other and a bloody engagement will start. So this is Escalation. This battle is fought to control 3 objectives. The objectives are located on the border between the players' territories, one in the middle of the battlefield, and the others 12-inch from each corner, as shown on the scenario map. So starting from the second battle round, at the end of each of their turns, a player scores 1 victory point for each objective they control. The player with the most victory points at the end of the 5th battle round, or when the amount of time allocated for the battle runs out, wins a major victory. If the players are tied on victory points at the end of the game, then each player adds up the points value of any enemy units that have been destroyed during the battle, excluding new units that were added to armies after the battle started. If one player has a higher total, they win a minor victory. Here we are deployed for Escalation. So the Idoneth are looking for the souls. Coming up this desert was probably attached to some form of beach, I would have thought. And they found a clan of Orruks. A big Waagh, in fact. And they're like, ooh, juicy,
They're
juicy
going
souls. Yeah. Juicy, juicy souls. For the, do orcs have souls?
I don't know, but you certainly brought a lot of them, didn't you?
Yeah, oh yeah, there's like 194 wounds there.
Slightly outnumbered, but I'm too busy looking good to notice.
Absolutely. So, you did finish deploying first, my friend. So
I did.
who's going first?
I'll be taking first turn.
So we're going to Idoneth, turn 1. Just before we get in the game, I've got to give a massive thank you to all of our patrons. Thank you for supporting the channel through lockdown, and any new ones that have joined. Just seriously, thank you so much. It means the world to me. Start of the hero phase, Idoneth Deepkin. Kev, talk me through what you're doing.
So, nice and simple, my Tidecaster is going to cast Steed Tides on my Mathlann of the Sea and throw him over here onto this flank there.
Nice, alright, what does it need?
I need to roll a Mahusive 6.
Excellent.
I'll do.
Yep, I'm out of range to unbind. So walk me through the spell, what does it say?
So basically I can move any hero or that's not a monster that's around 6 inches and visible to my Tidecaster.
Excellent.
So right next to each other, so not a problem.
Weird.
Flip them over from the battlefield and then set them up again within 24 inches of its previous location.
Coincidence they're next to each other? I think not.
No.
Across the battlefield on a tide of steeds. The Eidolon of the Storm? Is it the storm?
That's the Mathlann aspect of the storm, indeed.
More than 9 away from the maniacs. They're rearing for a fight. They don't care. They're going to die, but they don't care. So that's fine. And that is your hero phase. So we'll be on with some groovy movement.
Right, turn 1, Idoneth. Right, the Ishaen have moved over here to hold this objective. We can't get it this turn, but they'll be in position next turn. Both Allopexes have moved slightly over to the left. It's going to get some shooting off. Try to pick out those units and whittle down those orcs. Being backed up by my giant flying turtle, which I love. King Volturnos behind them. Going to apply some buffs later. 2 units of Morrsarr Guard. 1 unit of 6, 1 unit of 3 coming around here. In no way look like they're going to do a flanking maneuver. And obviously my Mathlann is over there. And Tidecaster's just popped out because I've remembered that he can't target me because I'm Idoneth, so I don't really need to sit and cover this turn.
It's true.
Okay, so let's see what the shooting phase brings. Right, so I've got 2 Allopexes and Leviadon all going into this 1 unit of boys here. Just trying to bring those numbers down.
So let's get some dice.
So I've got 2 Allopexes, 3 shots each, hitting on 3s. Not bad.
King does something?
The king maybe does something. Let's double check. King does indeed give me that reroll of a 1. Brilliant. And 3s to wound.
2.
I'll take them.
No rend on this one?
Sadly not.
6 up, naked, save.
It's gonna be that game.
It's
gonna be that game.
Well then.
Moving swiftly on from the Biden. 6 shots. Thankfully that was FAQ to give me the second shot.
Yep.
So 3s and 3s again, same target.
Any ones?
No, all hit. I don't need no reroll. Shouldn't.
3.
I should not have said that before on those dice.
No rend. It's where I shine.
Yeah.
Being naked. Not this time. So 3 wounds, 3 damage. I don't have an ignore wounds yet, guys, because I'm Big Waagh, not Bone Splitter's Allegiance. That is 1.5 dead. Concludes the shooting phase. Where are we going next? Charge
We're going
phase?
over here. My Mathlann is going to try a 9-inch charge.
Into the boys.
Into the boys. He was deployed that way. Let's give him a 12.
Excellent. Let's do this. A 6 does not do it.
I have some rerolls, I believe.
Would you like to use a command point to reroll the charge?
I would.
Excellent.
Can I reroll them on those?
No, both dice.
Worth checking. Worth checking.
Hey, it was worth it. He makes it. Woohoo! He makes it. You're dead, but he makes it.
This is for rolling that double 6. Yeah.
Watch me make my saves now.
Yeah, okay.
Ending up the charge like so. That is the only combat this turn, so the Mathlann is going to pile in and attack. Let's do it. Let's do the first one.
So,
Spear.
spears. Hit on 3s.
Are you rerolling ones to hit or to wound? Doesn't matter because you rolled all 3s.
Reroll hits of 1.
Oh, nice. Okay. Excellent.
So, not that I needed it. Wounds on 2s.
Excellent. Oh, well, yeah, we didn't need it. Rend.
Rend is -2, damage is 3.
Rend -2, damage is 3. So that is going to be 3 dead Orruks so far. So that's 12 dead. So that's 1 left so far. You might as well finish off your attacks.
Okay, so they were nice.
Toasty.
2s followed by 3s. That'll do. Okay, I'll be happy with that. 3s. Oh, not as good, and no rerolls, I believe.
Rend.
Just -1.
No save. How much damage?
1.
1. Okay, so the one's down to 2 wounds. So it's down to the fish.
2d6 attacks. 7. So 2, 4, 6. 1 more. 4s followed by 4s. No rend. 1 damage. So 4s.
Reroll the one you say to hit?
No, that's only with his spear.
Ah, okay.
So. Ooh, 1.
Cheeky cam. Hey, I made it. Hooray! Weird orcs doing it for themselves.
We've just went back to the rule book, and you can tell it's been March since I've played. So yeah, he does reroll wounds of 1 for all friendly Idoneth Deepkin models within 9 inches, which includes himself.
Yes.
So I will have...
Are they 4s or 3s?
They are 3s and I need 4s.
Ah, okay. No problem.
Normal service has resumed.
Yes. So 1 is left on 2 wounds remaining, and he will strike back, still not deterred, but dead, probably. Orcs doing it for themselves, forced to hit. 2 hits. It's going to be not that. 3s to wound. 1 wound, no rend.
Save for 3+.
Makes it the boar. 4s. 1 hit. 1 wound. No rend. Does no damage, and he is left. We'll go on to the battle shock phase now. We might as well go straight into it. It is your turn. You have none to take. I will check the bravery of the lonely maniac and roll it up. He has lost 4 of his number this turn. Probably not long for this world. Right, so he needs a 1 or a 2 to live because he's lost 4. Huzzah! No, he's dead. Well, he flees. No, 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 no. He's out of here. And that's the end of your turn. No points scored. No points scored yet because we can't score until
claiming a moral victory for the first kill.
For the first kill in the first turn, that's worth a moral victory.
I'll take any victory after
whatever floats your boat,
moral,
my friend.
Immoral.
Puns intended. Let's go. No bravery to take for these Savage Orcs because they are wholly within 12 of my Wargog with the buffs as well. So they are bravery, I think 9 total at the minute, so no bravery for them to take. Right, so at the start of the hero phase I need to generate these Waagh points. So I get 3 because I've got a Wargog and 2 Wardogs. I get D6 for my Wargog being the general, an extra 4, so I'm up to 7. And then I'm going to spend a command point for here we go, here we go, here we go. And I can use this command ability now and pick 1 friendly Orc hero, which will be a Wargog. And I receive 1 Waagh point for every 10 Orruk models that are within 12 of him, or 18 if it's my general. I've counted up, there are 70. So I'm getting 7 extra Waagh points. So I'm up to 14 Waagh points. Which gives me some nice stuff. It gives me Zoggum. At the end of any phase, if any wounds or mortal wounds have been inflicted on an Orruk unit more than 9 away from enemies, I can move D6. Zap'em, I can use a wild magic bash trait. Get 'em, +1 to charge for my entire army.
Nice.
Laugh at 'em, I now have a 6-up DPR shrug against all damage.
Handy.
And I don't have Smash 'em yet, so not yet. So, but I am up. I've got a lovely, tasty load of buffs, and it will only get more as the game goes on.
I want to quote Henry Cavill in The Witcher right now, but I can't.
Yeah, no, is it a 1-word, 1-syllable?
It does, yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
With a gravelly tone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know the one.
Yep.
Alright, so at the start of the hero phase, I am a prophet of the Waagh, so we'll roll dice here, and on a 4-up, no, I do not gain an extra command point. So now we'll do some spells.
Come at me, bro.
I will try. We'll go straight, because I know what the... Where is he? Where's he gone? This Wardock round here will do a Brutal Beast Spirits, casting value of a 6. Gets it with a 7. Would you? Well, we might not be in range.
I do not think. Well, yeah, you couldn't bind me, so I would be in range.
True.
So yeah, you'd be fine.
So now I'm binding. So that's going to give +1 to hit, run, and charge to the Arrow Boys.
But why would you do that?
Weirdly, because I'm going to shoot some stuff. Right, moving on. Next spell, easy enough. I'm going to use this Maniac Weird Knob spell, Bone Spirits, casting value. Well, let's double check. Gets it on a 9. 6s to hit on this Arrow Boy are a hit in addition to a normal hit. I'm stacking them. You came too close. You killed them. Those maniacs, they had families. You killed those maniac boys.
I didn't say kill them. We just drowned them and then we're going to steal their souls. So I think you killing them.
I beg to differ. And then let me have a think about the rest. So this Warlock back here is going to cast Cunning Beast Spirits on the Savage Orcs in front of him. Let's have a look. Oh, gets it with an 8. So that goes off. That's going to be +1 to their save on this Orruk unit here. Okay.
Okay.
Then Wargog Prophet round here is going to cast Mystic Shield on the same unit.
Okay.
Gets it with a 7, so that's going to go
Some
off.
nice casting going on. Some nice casting.
Indeed. And then I've got one more spell, and I'm just going to measure some ranges, but I don't think it's actually in range of anything. No, it's not going to be, is it? No, it's not. So the last spell is kind of wasted because he's got Gorkon Walker's Warcry, which isn't in range either. So that'll conclude the hero phase. Right, so one last thing in the hero phase. I'm going to use my Cunning Rock ability. 8 of the Arrow Boys are in range to shoot at the Eidolon of the Storm. So,
what did he do to you?
well, he killed my boys.
But yeah.
I mean, there's not much you can say to that.
I've got nothing left.
So I have got 24 shots because they get 3 shots each, hitting on 5s normally, +1 to hit because of Brutal Beast Spirits.
Okay, see what we got.
Okay, I dropped the dice because that is traditional. So hitting on 4s now because of Brutal Beast Spirits.
I'm okay with this roll from the look of it. You don't get any rerolls, do you?
No.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh, 6s are an additional hit though because of Bone Spirits.
I'm no longer okay with this roll.
Force to wound. There's no rend on this though, mate.
I'm okay with that as well. It's a decent roll. It's a decent roll.
It's not bad at all. That one will not get in my hand. Oh, that one. So 3, 6, 9 wounds, no rend.
And I have a save of 3+.
Woo. Do I take anything? Ooh, I take anything.
I'm okay with this as well.
Oh, just shrugs it off.
Yeah.
I mean, they are literally just little arrows. And you
Ding,
are,
ding, ding, ding.
what, a demigod?
No, he's made out of water and metal, so you know.
Yeah,
It's wood. I mean, the downside is you're about to do that again, though, right?
Yeah, the shooting phase with a lot more attacks.
Marvellous.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll be back with movement. End of the movement phase. Right, so I'll walk you through what we've done. So these big stabbers, even though he's got Cloak of Midnight,
He's on to me.
they're going for it. The archers behind have moved 5 to get more arrows in range of the Eidolon to see if we can make him pop this damn cloak. But if not, hopefully wound him quite a lot. Next we've got the Savage Orruks have just moved forward just to claim the middle a little bit and just to be a blocking force. They ran only 1 inches. The random gaggle of heroes, the Savage Big Boss, has moved more central. The Maniac Weird Knob has run around in front of the Wargog, who has stayed relatively where he was. The Warlock has stayed where he is as well, just to provide his buffs. Which, good point. I won't go back, but I've forgotten to do their dances. Can't believe I forgot that. That's one of the big things.
If it makes you feel any better, I also forgot my priest's abilities.
Yeah, I know, but mine are good. So then,
Harsh, but it's really accurate as well, to be fair.
mine's +1 save.
Ooh!
Yeah, it's that's what you make them good. But no, I completely forgot. Fair enough. It is what it is. This unit of Savage Orcs have moved up forward to be in the kind of centre, grabbing that objective at least. And the Savage Big Boss come round because he's not afraid of anything. So we will be back with the shooting phase coming up next. Going into the shooting phase, I'm going to pop a command point down to 2 to give the Urruks volley fire. The start of the phase, they're rerolling ones to hit.
Ah!
Okay, and they all but 2 are in range to shoot the Eidolon of the Storm. So that's going to be 54 shots coming in. We'll do them 27 at a time.
Hey, see what you've got.
27 shots. Here's the first 27. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s because of volley fire. Okay, so we've got 4 rerolling 1s. Okay, and then we've got 2 6s. We'll add them in for the bone spirits, and then we're all to wound.
4s to wound. Come at me, bro.
Wound.
What have you got? What do you got? What do you got?
Oh, not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm okay with that.
And that's
so
not flat. 6.
6. Okay. Well, to be honest, we'll just do your next roll of 27 and add 6 to the.
Sounds good to me. Come on. Ah. So 4s, reroll the 1s.
There's a few 1s there.
Nice little noise.
Just reroll those straight off. And
excellent. So I'll get rid of the 3s and then add the 6s. So we've got quite a lot of 6s. Ah, thank you, sir.
No worries.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 6s.
Ouch.
6, 7. Then we'll roll a wound. Dice.
I regret not popping that cloak this turn.
Force to wound.
Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, only
Arguably.
13 wounds.
Well, I only have 12 wounds, so
Okay.
if my dice rolling's as good as yours.
Fair enough, yeah.
Right, so 3s, anything a 1 or a 2 is a wound.
1,
2.
2. Oh,
Yes!
4.
That depends upon what side of the battlefield you're on.
Right, so that was kind of lackluster, but that's okay. Still chipped off 2 wounds, but I am going to go for a charge with the big stabbers. So I'll just roll it up here. I get +1 to this. I get a 4. I mean, it's in, so that's fine. But
That sums up your game.
my saves have been good. To be fair, my saves have been good. It's just the everything else. Ending the charge, crashing into the Mathlann. Are you going to be popping the Cloak of Midnight?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
So no combat happening. That's the end of the turn. So we'll go straight on to the battle round 2, the roll off. I think you went ties because you went first. So let's do it. Let's do it live. Doing it live. A 6. If you get a 6, you could get it.
I got
it's
a 1.
I think it's a hard decision, but I'm going to take it.
I think I'm going to take it.
Yes. Start of the hero phase. So on a 4-up, I'll gain a command point. Yes, so I gained 2 this turn, so I'm up to 4 command points.
Cool.
Next we'll do generate big Waagh. So I get 3 for my Wargog, Wardock and Wardock, plus d6. Plus 5. So I'm getting a further 8 to my 14, which puts me at 20... Well, I can't think. 22 Waagh points. I think, is that what I need? I don't actually need to use anymore, so now I'm +1 to hit and wound for my entire army in melee. As well as everything else.
Henry Cavill comments.
Yes. I should just put him in there, just like, but obviously bleep everything.
Yeah, it's like...
Henry Cavill comment indeed. So then we'll go on to spells. So the Wargog will start off, and we'll try and put Mystic Shield out. So I'll roll this here. Does not go off.
It does not.
That's fine. Oh, I do have to do some dances.
Go on.
He's going to dance. Glyph.
Dance monkey. Dance.
Dance. On a 3-up, he's going to give this unit +1 save. No, he fails. He doesn't dance hard enough. On a 3-up, this one will give this unit +1 save. He does. So they get +1 save.
And they're on +1 to hit and wounds.
Yes, they are. Speaking of this Wardock over here, he's going to cast Cunning Beast Spirits on this unit. Cast on a 6. Gets it with a 9, can't dispel. Another +1 save. So now +2 saves. And then +1 to hit and wound. Feel the magic of the Waagh.
Feeling something.
Resent? I don't know. Next, these guys you can unbind. This one is going to try and cast Bone Spirits. Gets to reroll once per phase.
Okay.
Because of the squig. Gets it on a 6. You can unbind this one.
What does it do?
This is 6's hit or an additional hit.
On...
I'm going to probably, well, I don't have to say, but it probably will be on the archer.
No, if you don't have to say, that's fine. What's the other spells you got?
This one is +1 to hit. So yeah, it's which one you want to do.
I'll take it. I'll risk this one.
Okay. So Savage Beast Spirits, Bone Spirits, sorry.
Yeah.
I only got a 6, so you need to roll a 7.
No, I'm going to wait for the next one.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will give that to this unit in the front.
Saw that coming.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. And then I will try and cast Brutal Beast Spirits with this Wardock. I get it on a 6 again. So you need a 7. No, so +1 to hit as well on these guys.
This might sting.
Actually, so I'm at... Yeah, I will, because I'll give them some mad buffs, I think.
Okay.
This is 2 separate units?
Yeah.
Where are the units split? Just
painfully, this one, if you ignore this blue one, these blue ones here are 1 unit, and these green ones and this blue one are the other unit.
Okay, cool. So I'll use my Hero Phase ability to... Oh, I've got one more spell, actually, which don't think is actually in range of anything. It's not in range, because I can't Arcane Bolt or anything. So I will shoot with these archers again in the Hero Phase.
You okay? Cool. What are they going after, by the way?
This guy.
Of course they are.
Yeah. So still in the Hero Phase, these guys are going to use a Cunning Rock ability to shoot at the Eidolon. Hitting on 5s though now.
Okay.
Because they're not buffed up.
There's nice 6s there though.
But they don't count. Because I didn't give them that buff this turn, I gave them to the Orruks on foot, didn't I?
And not a single 5.
So 3, 4, 7 hits so far. I just rolled a wound. So we've got 1, 2, 4 wounds so far.
Okay.
5s. Much better.
Ouch.
Much, much better. Let's take out the 5s and 6s. I knocked that one, but it wasn't one anyway.
How many is that? Oh no, rolling to wound again.
Yeah, just going to go straight into wounds.
No, not bad, not bad.
2, 4, 6, 7. That was one I knocked over.
So all in all, 4 and 7.
Yeah, 4 and 7. So 11.
And 3s to save again.
Yep.
Ooh,
2 more?
2 more, 1 and 2 there. Yep.
So he takes another 2, 4 wounds taken now.
Okay, we are slowly chipping away at him.
Yep.
Please don't.
End of the movement phase, let me walk you through what we've done. Big Stab has stayed of combat, of course. The Arrow Boys have moved up their 5 because they're getting annoyed. It's just bouncing off this water. It's probably getting caught in the waves. And the metal that is literally...
He's lost a third of his wounds.
Actually, he's just a big cloud, isn't he? Like midnight blue kind of cloud in the sky.
With bits of metal and bits of fish.
Yeah, just swimming around. We'll go to this more central. We've got the Maniac Weird Knob who ran 16. Just to loop around with the Savage Orruks who are going to attempt to charge onto those eels here. I've got a fleshy centre of my Wargog, Wardock and Savage Big Boss who've just moved forward to kind of provide their buffs in a bubble area so I can kind of have a choice next turn if they're still alive. Then over here are buffed orcs that are very defensive and just going to sit on their first objective, along with the other Savage Big Boss who is not on the battalion, and the Wardock next to him with the Savage Big Stabbers on the flank to protect any kind of far flanking manoeuvre, as the Idoneth tend to do because they are very quick. So we'll go on to shooting phase, where it's kind of obvious. These guys are going to let loose the arrows into the Mathlann. So here we go, let loose the arrows into the Mathlann, hitting on 5s. Here's the first 30, 60 attacks.
5s to hit.
5s to hit. Okay, we've got a good spread, to be fair, that I knocked that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's not bad at all. Oh, drop 1, I'll just pick this guy up. 4's the wound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wounds so far. And then we'll roll this again. Okay.
It's enough. It's enough.
Well, he's only taken 4, isn't he?
Yeah, but you've got another roll, so you know.
That's true. So how many 5 wounds so far?
5 wounds so far.
5s to hit. Okay, knock that one. That was, I think, about the same, to be fair.
One more. You got it?
4's
bad.
wound.
That's good.
3, 6 more on top of the 5, so 11 total. They've done that basically every turn.
6 3s. There you go.
Oh yeah, you did it.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ouch.
5, so it goes up to 9 wounds taken.
Yeah,
How many's left?
3.
3 wounds remaining on the Mathlann. It's time to charge. Savage Uruk's going to charge into the eels. So let's roll up. I get +3, +2 for my War Thumper, and +1 for my army-wide buff for the big Waagh. That is a 10.
You got enough buffs there?
No. I've got 2 more for attacking. So let's go in. So this is how the charge ends up. Sorry, I cut you off there.
We're good at this. We're good.
I haven't been doing this for 2 years. So the Savage Orcs do make the charge and end up like so. Going into the combat phase, there are a few command abilities I need to pop at the start.
Okay.
I've got 4 command points. 1 for all-out attack on these guys, and all-out defense. That's 2 command points spent. So rerolling ones to hit, and then rerolling ones to save.
Fair.
Then I'm going to use command point over here for all-out attack, reroll ones to hit. Cool.
This is called the Biovoltic Blast.
Excellent.
So on a roll of a 3, 4 or a 5, you take 1 mortal wound. And on a roll of a 6, you take D3. This is what
Cool.
you're for charging me. You get not a lot.
2 plus D3.
2 plus D3, so 2, 4.
4 mortal wounds, that's not bad at all. 6 up to shrug. So 2 orcs will die.
It's a start.
Excellent.
It's a start. Right.
So the Savage Big Stabbers have piled in and they're going to swing first. So they're normally hitting on 3s, but they're hitting on 2s because of the big Waagh and all my Waagh points.
3s to hit. Sorry, 2s to hit.
Rerolling 1s because of all that attack. Good thing too. That was only 3, what am I saying?
He's only got 3 wounds left, man.
Well, I'm going to make sure that he's dead.
Yeah, that's a fair call.
2s to wound because
Okay.
of the big Waagh.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Look at that, 4 ones.
Yeah, see,
But,
that's
you know.
just giving me hope.
Yeah, I know.
How many is
7
that?
wounds at negative
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 5s.
All right, okay, yep, do it.
3, 4, yeah, 5, 7 wounds, yeah.
7 wounds.
He's so dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 6 wounds. That's a lot of
3,
wounds.
6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Why didn't you just do that at first?
Because you have a cloak! You damn cloak! But the Mathlann does go down. So the Savage Big Stabbers have piled in and they're going to swing first. So they're normally hitting on 3s, but they're hitting on 2s because of the big Waagh and all my Waagh points.
3s to hit. Sorry, 2s to hit.
Rerolling 1s because of all that attack. Good thing too. That was only 3, what am I saying?
He's only got 3 wounds left, man.
Well, I'm going to make sure that he's dead.
Yeah, that's a fair call.
2s to wound because
okay.
of the big Waagh.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Look at that, 4 ones.
Yeah, see,
But,
that's just giving me hope.
Yeah, I know.
How many is
7
that?
wounds at negative
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 5s.
All right, okay, yep, do it.
3, 4, yeah, 5, 7 wounds, yeah.
7 wounds.
He's so dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 6 wounds. That's a lot of
3,
wounds.
6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Why didn't you just do that at first?
Because you have a cloak! You damn cloak! But the Mathlann does go down. Hey man, he took like 400 points worth a few turns to die.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty badass.
No, that's cool. It's cool. Let's go. Right. So we're going in with the Morrsarr Guard, unit of 6. One of them didn't make it in. One of them is more than an inch away. So we'll start off with. Oh, I've actually got a unit champion in there as well.
Excellent.
So 2 attacks each, hitting on 3s, winning on 3s. Rerolling 1s this turn.
Yeah, because you're Fuethan.
Thank goodness for that. I'll do. I'll
Good
take
stuff.
that. So 3s. Then go there. 3s again. Oh!
Ooh, 4?
Actually 5.
5, sorry.
That's okay.
I didn't see that one. 5 saves. What's the minus?
No minus.
So 5 up, because I've got shields. I take 4, which I ignore on 6s. So 3 more wounds. That's going to be 3 wounds in the pool so far.
Okay, right. Next we go over to the Lashing Tails. These are D3 attacks each.
Lashing Tails.
Okay, so that's going to be, that could have been better. So that one there becomes 3. Never
That's
mind.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So 3s again, re-rolling 1s.
Okay, 2 missed.
And then we're going in with 3s more.
No 1s to reroll because you're amount.
Yeah.
So 3. No rend. 5 up. I make 1 fail 2. 1 damage.
Yep.
2 more wounds, so that's 5 damage in the pool so far.
Yep.
And then the bites.
The bites, now I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So 3s followed by 3s, but D3 damage. So 3s, rerolling 1s.
Nice.
3s again.
Reroll the 1. 3. Any rend on that one?
These are D3 damage as well, but
No rend.
no rend.
5 up. Make fail all. 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4, 5, 6. 6 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more damage goes through. So 11 damage in the pool. I'll remove the orcs. Orcs striking in. So I've got 12 in range to strike. That's going to be 25 attacks including the champ. I'm hitting on 2s, +1 for brutal beast spirits, and +1 because of the big Waagh. And I'm rerolling 1s because of all out attack. And 6s are an additional hit. Here we go.
Is that all you got? Seriously?
And no. That's all 6s.
That's a lot of 6s.
I'll reroll 1s. I'm hitting on 2s. Normally, well, that's off the table, so I will reroll that. Alright, so that's a full spread of hits, and then we'll add in the 6s. How many have we got here?
If you could just put a picture of Henry Cavill up right now, that'd be good.
5. That one on the floor I'll need. Yep, that's the thing. You're going to make you do it on camera. Old man knees.
Oh yeah, have that one.
Thank you, sir. Normally wounding on 4s goes down to 3s.
Rerolling or?
No rerolls.
Oh, what a shame. Ooh.
Let's take down the 1s, 2s, and 3s. Okay, so we've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. 18 saves, no rend.
18 saves. Right, so no rend.
No rend.
Okay, so 4's required.
Yep, 4 required.
Ooh, right, I have got
4 up save.
4 up save, but I have 4 wounds each, so
That's not bad.
there's
1 dead.
1,
2 dead and a bit. 2.5 dead.
2. Hang on, there's 4 there. 4 there, 4 and 1 wound.
Excellent. So 2 and a tiny bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this one and
Show the folks at home who you take.
I'm taking this one away. And then I'm going to take that one. Now, obviously, I've magnetised my bases, so as I take him, he wants to take his buddy with him.
Yeah.
So there we go.
All right, cool. So going on to Battle Shock, you did kill 7 of my guys.
Yeah.
I am bravery technically at the moment 5 + 6 + 7, so I think D6 are going to flee unless I'm near enough, which I don't think I am, to Voice of the Gods. So it's going to be D6 fleeing from my orcs. Low roll, please. Perfect.
Oh!
I'll take this guy. Dead.
Right, I've lost 2. I'm bravery 6. So,
You're fine.
yes.
No problem. No other Battle Shock and nothing else to take. So that is the end of the Bone Splitters turn 2. I do score 1 victory point. I'm on the board. But this one I could not claim. This doesn't count. Did not claim number 2. But I do hold number 1. So we're going to Idoneth. Hero Phase, turn 2.
Right, hero phase. My Tidecaster's going to throw a Riptide into them.
Yep.
Just try to remove some of the buffs. That's all.
An 11, I'll try and dispel it with him.
Yep, go for it.
Need a 12 though. Ooh, I get to reroll once per turn.
Okay.
No, close though.
Close.
Got a 10, but not.
Right,
not
so
enough.
until my next hero phase, subtract 1 from your hit rolls.
Yep.
And in addition, at the start of my hero phase, take D3 mortal wounds. I'm not planning on you living that long.
Excellent.
Okay, so move on to my movement.
Nothing else to do. No prayer. You're gonna just.
Oh, well, I could do my prayers, but as we discussed off camera,
Yeah.
I could either buff my Mathlann.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, that's right. I could.
Where's he gone, Kev? He's not here anymore.
I could also cancel out all your flying. And then
Did you prepare to face Nighthaunt today?
I'm not finished. I have one more ability that my prayers could do.
Yep. Is that living on a prayer?
I don't have prayer. I could also cancel out your cover saves.
Oh well.
I'm going to go for it. No cover save for you.
You got it. Oh yeah. All right, so we're back with the movement phase coming up next. Idoneth movement phase, turn 2. Right, Allopexes have advanced around the left flank. We're going to see if we can get some cheeky shots into those spear chuckers over there. The king has jumped in front of this shipwreck, gives him a bit more of a buff before he charges in here. Possibly a mistake, we'll find out, but he is being fairly well backed up by Leviadon. Also trying to stay within 6 inches of the shipwreck for an extra bit of a buff of protection on top of its huge save. And I have swung round this unit of Morrsarr just to give me some more attacks into that unit. And finally, just over here, the Tidecaster is running around this corner just to be safe. Okay, let's see what we do in the shooting phase. No, 2 sharks. Do into the stabbers. Okay, let's do this. 6 shots.
6 shots, 3s, rerolling 1s, followed by 3s.
Okay. Okay, 3 hits.
Needing 3s.
2 wounds, 2 6-up saves. There's no red, is there? No.
No.
And 2 6-up DPRs. Hey! Second time I've done it today! Hey! That's ridiculous.
Leviadon.
Yeah.
Going into 6 shots, 3s and 3s again.
Into same target?
Yeah, well, he's gonna be a -1 hit, isn't he?
This guy will, and this guy will. The Wargog will not.
Yeah, Wargog's got like some stupid amount of saves.
Yeah.
Tell you what, why not? Let's go into him.
Into the Savage Big Boss, alright, go for it.
So 4s, rerolling 1s.
Hey, look at
I'll take that. And then
3s.
3s. You know what? I love that.
that. That's not bad at all. 6 up. 6 up. Takes 4. Down to, I think, 2 remaining, mate. That was a much better shot. Much better.
Yeah.
So 2 remaining onto the Savage Big Boss, and I think that's all the shooting. So we're back with the charge phase. Starting the charge phase, we've got the eels over here. Gonna roll up a charge.
Morrsarr going in. 5
5-inch
I don't
charge.
think it's enough for what I wanted.
We'll measure it up and show you where they end up. So the eels making the charge, ending into the Savage Big Boss and the Orruks. Next, we did roll an 8 for the charge of the King.
King's going to try to stay within 6 inches of the shipwreck. It's probably not going to happen, but we can try.
Fair enough. Leviadon.
Straight in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. In he goes. Or she, could be she. And then we've got the 2 sharks. Well, first one, because they're 2 separate units, aren't they?
Yes. So, first one, let's see what we get.
10.
That'll do.
That'll do it.
Oof.
Okay, and then the next one. A 5. That'll get him in straight in there, I reckon.
Let's have a look.
I have a little gander, and then we'll move him in. You can
Ooh.
always just pile in around this guy, so...
If I do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Over here, one last charge.
Ah, yes.
Why not?
She's going in? Alright.
No,
cool.
she's not. I don't know why I'm doing it. Ignore me.
Okay. Alright, so that is the end of the charge phase. Start of the combat. Did you want to do any biovoltaic barrage?
I think I do.
Just to
I think
remind.
I do.
Excellent.
And the range of it
Is it 3 or is it 1? I can't remember. We'll check.
Celtic blasts going in, 2 of them going into this
boss.
the boss, gentleman with an axe, and 1 into the unit.
Yep.
So 3+ needed.
1 mortal wound on the boss.
Yep.
So 6 up to shrug. Yep,
Of course. It was a long shot, but it was worth it. It could have been a cheeky snipe.
1 on the wound onto the Savage Orruks, who also ignore it. Apparently, my orcs are immune to electricity, so that's a thing that I forgot to tell you. They have like a 2-up save against electricity.
Of course. It's all the copper in their hair.
Exactly.
Isn't it? Right, so what do we got? So I get to choose first, don't
So I'll let you have a moment to pick. At the start of the combat phase, we have done the barrage, but also, what are you doing?
I'm going to do all-out defense on the king and on the eagles.
Excellent. Okay, and I am using my 1 final command point to do Savage Attack. I'm going to put that on the massive unit of Orruks. So who do you want to swing with first?
And I'm actually going to go for the eagles.
These eels here?
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll pile them in.
Probably
and get
going
some
to
dice.
regret this later, but here we go. Right, so sadly I've put my champion at the back here, so he's going to go into the unit, and then the standard bearer and musician are going to go into the boss.
Okay.
So starting with the spears, needing 3s, rerolling 1s, and 3s again, rerolling 1s. No, ignore me.
3, so minus 2?
No minuses.
Are you charged?
Oh, yeah, I charged, didn't I? Minus,
Minus
2.
So no save, but how much damage? 2. Okay, so 6 shrugs. This is on the boss, right?
Yeah.
Good effort, but he's dead with his shrug, so boss goes down. And then we've got the 1 striking into the orcs over there.
So 3s, rerolling the 1. 3 again, minus 2 and 2 damage.
Okay, so minus 2. So these orcs have technically a 3-up save right now. So 3 goes to a 5-up save.
Yeah.
Made it.
Okay. And then we go with 1 bite attack. 3. 4 by 3. Nope.
Okay.
And then I get D3 from the tail. So 2. So 3s. Reroll 1. Okay, we'll move on.
Well, there we go.
Right.
Over to my pick.
Yes.
And I'm going to have a think.
So this was the gamble I played. It was either kill off the boss or these spear chuckers over here. Now, obviously, they have bonuses versus monsters, which the flying sharks obviously are. So let's see if that paid off.
Absolutely.
They are separate units.
Yes, they are.
So are you going to
Split.
You're going to split.
I'm splitting. I'm doing it. Do it live.
You're going for it. Let's see what you've got.
All right, so let's do this. So I'm going to put 3. I'll do the 3 into this guy first, then the 3 into the other shark. So we'll say the kind of tan brown shark first, and then the grey shark.
Yep.
Yeah, let's. This is a Hail Mary. If I can kill them both, it would be amazing. I have the power to do it.
You do. You've got the buffs.
I've got the buffs from the big war and just being big stabbers.
Yep.
And you're monsters. But let's see if my gamble does pay off in the sense. Let's do it.
We are talking 2s to hit.
2s to hit and then 2s to wound because of the big war.
So this is the first one.
2 hits. Okay. Nobody rolls. 2s to wound. 2 wounds. Negative 2.
Right. So I've got normally a 4-up save.
Goes to a 6. Okay.
It's a fluff.
2d6 damage. 7. 1's down to 1 wound. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so 1 wound left on 1 shark.
So that was the brown one.
That was the brown one. Now the grey one. 2s to hit. 2 hits. 2s to wound. 1 wound.
Ooh.
Negative 2.
Needing a 6. Oh.
It is 3 damage.
So that didn't pay off for you.
No, but I think down to 1 and down to 5 is okay.
Yeah, no, okay, we're okay with that.
Excellent.
Right, I'm going to pause it while I have a think about my next move. Right, so I'm going with the High King now.
Yeah, Volturnos himself.
Yeah, right, so starting off Deepmere Horn, needing a 2. That'll do. Take D3 wounds.
Oh yes, this would be in the charge phase, guys, but we missed it, so we're going to do it now.
Yeah.
Pass us 3 dice, please, sir.
3.
Whoop. I ignore 1 6s. Nope, 3 wounds.
3 mortal wounds.
3 mortals, yep. So that's him dead and this guy dead.
Well, that's where we begin. Right.
Ah. Didn't need to
Now
find
the
any of that.
Astra Solus, 5 attacks, 3s followed by 3s, rerolling 1s to hit. I'll have that.
Nice.
Oh, hang on. And if the hit roll was a 6,
Which there were.
cool. Their end -5.
That's fine.
Do you have a save on these?
I have a 3 up, but I've got a 6 up shrug.
Okay.
So they won't get their 3 up for these 2 attacks. You need to roll a wound though.
Yeah. So 3s.
Okay.
And these ones need 3s as well. I don't reroll the ones on these.
So I've got 2 at rend. What normally?
Normally is -1.
Okay, so 2 at rend 1 brings me to 4 up, which I make and fail. So I've got 3 going through because of the -5 ones.
Hang on, they are. So it's D3 damage as well.
Okay, so 3d3 damage. There's 1. 2 more.
Did you say D3 damage?
Yeah. So
Okay.
2 more d3s.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So can I have an extra 3 dice? Thank you. Ignore on 6s. Ignore 2, but another 4 wounds going through. That's another 2 dead Orruks going down. I will take these 2, I think.
Okay, going in with the mounts, rerolling to hits and to wounds on 1 now.
Yep.
3s and 3s. All hit. And the reroll on the wound. Nope, so that's 2 more. -1, rend, only 1 damage there.
4 plus. Make 1 fail 1 damage. Make it. Okay.
And then lastly, the tails of... I don't even know how to pronounce it. His mount.
Yes.
So 3s, again, rerolling 1s. All hits. 3s, rerolling 1s.
Oh, nice.
No rend, however, 2 damage each.
3 up save. I fail 2. No all out of defense. So how much?
2 damage.
Okay, so 3 more wounds. That's another orc and a half dead. Nice. I'll remove that in a sec. Alright, so I'm going to go with the Savage Orcs next. There's 13 in range. I am -1 to hit because of Riptide. But I've still got Brutal Beast Spirits and the Bone Spirits on them. So, let's roll this. 3s to hit. No rerolls though. Okay.
That's a mixed bag.
Yeah, it's not bad. It would have been nice if it was 2s. Meh. Can't always get what you want though. Okay, how many 6s? We only got 3 6s in there, so I'll chuck 3 more dice in and I'll roll a wound.
What do you need to wound?
Normally 4s, goes to 3s.
Okay, nice.
Okay, that's quite a lot. That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17.
Right.
17.
17.
4 up.
4 up. Oh, no rend?
No rend.
Okay.
Not a bad hit.
Not good for me though.
Because 1 was down to 3 wounds anyway, wasn't they?
2. Ooh. 2. So that's the one. If 1's down to 1 wound,
Yeah.
that's him dead. There's another one and another one down to 1 wound.
Alright, cool.
So that's a matter of opinion. So 1 and 2.
So which ones are gone?
So I'm taking these 2 out, which leaves me with a unit champion and a musician.
If you're out of coherence, you remember at the end of the turn you'll split the unit. There we go.
Bye bye, unit champion.
Did nothing!
Yeah, but just because it's very easily bracketed.
Okay.
So we'll start off with the Crushing Jaws themselves.
Alright, let's do it.
Hitting on a 2.
Roll a 6. It always happens. Oh, it hits though. Hits
Then, and just one and start bracketed again.
Mhm.
So it hits, wounding on a 2.
Yep. Yep.
Awkward.
Minus.
Only -2.
Okay, so it goes to a 5 up save. Hey, the spirits are with me. They are plus save because they've got the dance and cunning beast spirits, guys, by the way. So they're +2 to save, and the shield gives an extra 1.
So we're now going with massive scythed fins. Hitting on a 3, rerolling 1s.
Cool.
4 attacks. So 3s.
Okay.
And 3s again. Can reroll 1s because I'm Fuethan. Yep.
Nice.
So -1 only.
4 up. Failed all 3 because standard.
So
3 damage apiece.
yes.
Very nice. 6s to ignore.
Oh.
Ooh, 9 damage in the pool so far.
2 twin pronged spears. Okay.
Yep.
So 2 name 3s. Rerolling 1s again. 3s again. Nope. So no rend.
3 up. Yep, made it.
And then 4 from Razorshell Harpoons. What are harpoons going on here? So 3s, no rend. No, because these are from people.
The dudes, yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, that's it. 9 damage though. Very
bad.
tasty. I always find with my Savages, when I buff them up with the save, I can never make a 3-up save. But if you minus the save to a 6, I'll make it.
Okay.
But a 3-up, I won't make.
No,
So
9 wounds is enough.
Hey,
because one of them's already on 1 wound.
yeah, absolutely. And
So-
that'll kill 4 more, so 5 total.
Yep.
This is how the unit looks after getting chomped by a Leviadon. Very hungry Leviadon.
Are you going to jump my king now by any chance?
Well, I'm going to go with them. I'm not going to jump the king. I'm going to see how many attacks I can get onto this shark to kind of bracket it even more. I might be able to take a wound off the king, but probably not.
A bit of movement.
So after the piles in, I've got 5 into the shark and 3 able to strike the king. So I'm hitting on 3s. This is into the king.
Okay.
Okay, 6s are extra hits because of the savage attack from my big boss. He's now dead though. And then we've got 3s to wound.
Nice.
Nice. 3 6 wounds, no rend, so that's a 3-up with
2,
re-rolling
4,
ones
6.
because of all out defence.
Yes. So 3 up.
Takes 1 so far. Takes 1. Okay, fair enough.
I'll take that.
Oh yeah, I'll take that too. I think that's fine. So then I've got 2, 1, 2.
And now we've got the shark.
So 5, 10 attacks.
Ooh.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
3s and 3s. 6s are great, but you don't want to roll any 6s today.
No.
And then 3s. We have 5. No rend. 4-up save.
Oh, it's doable. 2, 4, 5.
Takes 3.
Whoa. So that leaves him on
2 wounds.
2 wounds left. Going in with the Allopex.
Yep,
5 attacks from the elves on top.
Yep, all into the big stabbers.
3s rerolling 1s followed by 4s. So 3s reroll the 1s. Obviously there isn't any. Oh, okay. And then 4s. Okay, with that.
Nice. 6-up save. And then 6-up ignore damage. Takes
Yeah.
1 wound so far.
Not bad. And now for some shark bite.
Hoo-ha.
3s. 3s. Yay.
Yeah, no save from that.
No.
How much damage?
3.
Ignore none, so 4 damage. One of them's dead so far.
Okay, and then the scythe fins, so 3s followed by 3s, rerolling 1s. So, obviously, mountain 2s, 3s. There
Nice.
you go. -1, and then
How much damage?
1.
Okay, so this is just the... I don't get
Yeah.
a save. So it's normal damage for 2 more wounds.
Yeah.
So, okay, one's down to 2 wounds and 1 dies. So, this one will die, and then it's going to fling its spear at you. So we'll see what happens. So, lads, the final fling. On a 4-up, this is going to take D3 more wounds, but as you are a monster, it's a +2 to the roll.
I like that shark too.
Yeah, you're going to take D3, but obviously you have 1 wound left, you take 2, and the shark has been killed.
Yep.
1 shark down. This was my plan. I wanted to wound it enough, so now when you kill this one,
Yeah.
he'll die from the fling.
What's the range?
3 inch. Yes. So I think it's over to me though,
Yeah.
and I'll just do one of these guys. Going ham with the Waagh. 4 attacks into the eels. 4s to hit normally goes to 3s. So 3 hits. That's a good thing too with that +1. And then 2s to wound because of the big Waagh. 3 wounds, no rend.
No rend, okay.
No rend. 2d3. 3 wounds total. He takes.
And-
So that's 3 damage. I've got an attack squig as well.
Oh, okay.
3 attacks. 2 attacks. Hitting on 3s now. 2 hits. Wounding on 2s.
Pesky squigs.
2 wounds, no rend. Cool, 1 more. Yes! So he does 5 wounds.
I'm going to take this unit champion actually.
And then 1 takes a wound.
Right, so I've chosen these ones. I'm going to go with the basic attacks first. So 2 attacks each, 3s followed by 3s. Rerolling 1s.
Oh yeah, of course, Flood Tide.
And 3s again. Not rerolling 1s to wound. So
3 wounds.
Oh, hang on.
No, not amount.
Okay.
5-up save, no rend. Because no buffs. I make 1, and then 1 damage because you didn't charge. I fail it, so 1 damage in the pool so far. Next.
And then 2 eel bites.
Cool.
Ooh, fluff.
1 hit.
3 again. Rerolling
Ooh,
1s.
nice. Fuethan. Ah, it's a shame.
And then 2d3 eels.
Okay.
No,
5 eels. 5 tails.
3s, rerolling 1s.
Okay.
Nice. And then 3s again. That'll do.
5.
That was good.
Nice. No rend on these, so 5 up save. So I make 1 damage piece, 6 up to ignore, 3 more. So that'll. So you did 1 damage already, so 1, then 3 more. So that's 1, 2, and then 1 will take a wound, which will be this guy. Okay, so I've got just this guy left.
How many attacks?
I have no idea, so check.
So, he has 1 attack.
Yes. Hits on a 4, it goes to a 3 because of big Waagh.
Okay.
Yes.
Hits.
Wounds on a 3 goes to a 2 because of big Waagh. Wounds.
However, does do
D3 damage and no rend.
No, just a 9.
You almost bopped one, but you didn't.
Right, so
I think it's over to your shark next, isn't it?
the shark, I have a cunning plan.
Does it
Okay.
involve turnips?
Maybe. But yeah, I'm going to attack the orc boys.
Smart move.
Yes.
Very smart.
That way I don't catch another spear in the face.
Oh, you will, just at a later turn.
Maybe.
Maybe. Time to shark.
5 attacks
Into the
from
box.
barbed hooks and blades. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Okay.
All hit.
Solid.
Ruining on 4s. Okay, that's 3. No rend.
So 3 up save because of my buffs. Or make all but 1. How much damage? 1?
1.
1 wound in the pool so far.
Okay. Time for a shark bite.
Nom 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 nom.
Hits. Does not wound.
Mwah, mwah.
And then 4 scythe fins.
Cool.
Hitting on 3s.
Reroll that 1.
Oh, if only 6s explode. Exploding shark fins. That's what
That
we
sounds
want.
amazing.
And 3 wound as well.
Any-
Minus 1.
Okay, so 4 up save. Failed 2. How much damage?
Just 1.
Take 2 more, so 3 damage in the pool. Is that it?
That's it.
That's it. Okay, so 3 damage to my orc boys. That's going to be this guy dying.
Yeah.
And then one of them taking a wound, which I'll mark up in a second. I've just noticed this guy is in range to pile in, but he can't really get in range to hit because he's only got 1 inch reach. So I'm going to opt not to pile him in. But he is in combat, just so you guys are all aware. Cool. Good stuff. That was crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, how are you feeling at the end of this turn? It's the end of turn 2.
So,
It's pretty nuts.
you know what? Actually, could be worse, could be better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Mathlann, I'm still okay with that decision over there, and that noise is the chair people.
He's lying.
I think actually that puts me in the lead as well.
Yes, it does, because I removed models from here.
Yeah.
It counts two models here.
Still to play for.
Yep. And you get 1 over there, so that's 2 points to you.
Yeah.
See, I tried to get that bracket that shark. If I'd kept these guys here, well, we need to do battle shock, so a load might run.
Oh,
to
yeah.
be fair.
And I could lose those eagles over there as well, actually.
That's true, because you did lose 2 or 3. I think it was 2.
We'll go with 2 and then
It was because it was Unit 6.
Yeah. So I've got the eels over there still.
All right.
That you're probably going to pull them down. The characters there are a bit of an accident to pull into combat, but I'm not going to say no to that.
They're not the best in combat. They're my wizards.
Yeah.
It's quite good. The Mathlann has basically taken this out of the game.
But you're coming back next turn.
I am coming back next.
However, it is turn 3 next time, and
You're going to be Idonething me.
Yes. We all know how Idoneth loved that turn 3.
So we'll be back with turn 3. Well, the roll off and battle shock in just a sec. Battle shock.
So over here,
Lost 2.
plus
Fine.
2. Okay, not.
And these guys.
Lost 1.
Fine. No problem. So over here, I lost 2, but I am bravery 9 because I'm wholly within 18 of my general with the voice of the gods.
Show me
So
what you
can't fail. But over here,
Oh.
we lost a massive 11 with their bravery of, currently at the moment, because I have no banner, 7. And there's not 10 of them. So a d6 plus 4 are fleeing. Best case.
Could have been worse.
So 5 are fleeing. I've still got some left.
Okay.
Not bad.
Wait.
So I've pulled it so there's 3 still engaging the shark and the king, but there are only 3 in that unit left, unfortunately. Next, it is the ever-present roll-off for turn 3.
This one matters.
Oh, you do score 2 points, just because he's got the middle and his Akhelian Guard sat on that one. Alright, let's do this. I win ties.
Oh man, I'll take 5.
I'll take a 6.
No.
Oh, okay.
This matters. This matters.
Okay, so I will definitely take the turn because I can claw at least 2 points this turn back. Because I think I can get more bodies on the centre. But we'll
I've got to make it through the turn.
Yeah, I'm going to retreat.
No.
I'm fleeing out of combat. What are you talking about? So I will be back with my hero phase, turn 3. Right, so start the hero phase. On a 4-up, I'll gain a command point for Prophet of the Waagh. No, so I just gained the 1 this turn for my turn, so I'm at 1 command point. Next, I'm at for max Waagh points now with everything. I'll just roll the d6 for him. Yep, definitely at max. And then the next thing we're going to do is cast some spells. So this Warlock is not going to cast a spell, he's going to dance. So he's going to try Glyph Dock Dance, the +1 to save. Yes, he's putting it on the Wargog Prophet.
Ah, interesting.
Next, this Doc is going to dance and try and do the... Oh, what's it called?
Funky chicken.
It is. It's the healing one. So on a 3-up? No, it doesn't work. I was going to try and heal the Big Stabber, just to get it up to back up to
No,
4.
that's cool. I have to get rid of that thing.
Yeah. So then next we'll do... he's got Cunning Beast Spirits.
Mm-hmm.
You're in range to unbind. Oh, you can't unbind. Double 6. +1 to save onto my Wargog.
But why? It's almost like there was a giant snapping turtle nearby.
Weird. Next, I've got this guy. He's going to try and cast Mystic Shield.
Okay, on
The Wargog. Ooh, not on a 5. Fails.
feeling the paranoia.
And now the Wargog is going to try Gorkamorg's Warcry on the shark.
Fail.
No. I got a 10. You can try and unbind.
Do you have any other spells left?
Yes, I've got 2 spells left, technically.
What does this do?
This will do D3 mortal wounds, but more importantly, you strike last.
But I automatically strike first.
Yours is applied first, mine's applied after, so mine takes precedence.
Okay.
Yeah.
We learn something new every day.
Yes.
Right, so...
Basically, the way, because all the strike first stuff, I'll say this on camera. So basically, the way that always strike first and all that kind of works is whatever is applied second takes precedent. So as Battle Round 3 started, Kev was striking first. Then my spell goes on top of that, so it negates it, because it was put on second, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Cool. To the game.
I'm going to let that one go.
Let it go. So I think it's D3 mortal wounds. Checking things.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, D3.
No, we won't.
Might kill it. We'll see. It does kill it.
Yeah.
So fair enough. That's fine by me.
Take it off.
Go over there, Shark.
Bye-bye, Sharky.
Then I will try and attempt to cast Arcane Bolt. Oh, he's only taken 1, not 3, isn't it?
Yep. What's your last spell?
Breath of Gorkamorka. Oh, Arcane Bolt your mage, I can just see her.
She can handle that.
Yeah. Arcane Bolt! Yep, 1 mortal wound.
Ignoring it on a 5+, because
Oh yes, of course, the Arcane Orb. Nope. But now the spell you want to get rid of,
Yes.
Breath of Gorkamorka. I get to reroll. So
I knew there was something.
I'm going to reroll that with my once per turn ability.
Yep.
This is the Maniac Weird Knob. I do get it on an 8.
Oh.
A 7 does not unbind.
However, nothing.
I was already, I was like, wow, you got something!
I have nothing.
Breath of Gorkamorka going on this. They're going to double their move and fly. So they're going to get right into the battle. End of the movement phase. Right, so what have I done? These guys have stayed in melee because I think with the War of Attrition, I think I've got this.
I think you're right.
This Maniac Weird Knob has ran an extra 3 to get just within to this objective to claim it.
I think he is going to get hit by the...
Yeah, I think so. The ship.
I don't know when it hits him though.
I think in your hero phase. We'll have a double
At
check.
the start of my hero phase, he's going to take D3.
I think you roll a dice, don't you?
Yeah, on roll 4+, he suffers a mortal wound. On roll 6, he says it was D3.
Fair enough. The archers have moved forward 5 to try and start laying down some covering fire for what's left of my force in the centre there. The big stabbers ran 6. They moved 16 because they're double move and they can fly. They're going to just charge straight in and try and clear off these eels.
That's fair.
Which will give me some nice...
Nurgle is weird.
Yes, fly has been spotted.
Yeah.
Over here, we've retreated from combat because I don't want Kev to have a double round effectively of striking first. But the War Boss and the Warlock have moved just to get within 6, but more than 3 away from all of the...
Getting tactical.
It's getting tactical. It never normally does, but it's getting it now.
It's getting it this day.
So we'll go on to the shooting phase where these Arrow boys... He loves it. He's looking at the camera.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. The pose.
Yeah, he's loving it.
Yeah.
They're going to fire everything they can into the turtle. What can't hit the turtle will go into the eels.
Okay.
So let's measure it up and get some dice. Right. So what I've done, I've just moved these back just because they're going to fire at the eels, just so for visual purposes. So they're purposely out of coherency for that. But we know 4 are going to be firing at the eels, whereas the rest, which is 16 it should be, are firing at the turtle. Okay, this is the first volley of 24, hitting on 5s into the turtle. Alright, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits so far. I'll just roll the wound now. So we've got 3 wounds so far.
We just had to pause recording there. 4 wounds caused so far. Well, 4 saves to take anyway.
Second volley. That's half the thing. Hitting on 5s. What are we looking at? 3, 4, 5, 6...
1 more, 2
7,
more.
8, 9. Much better. And then 4s to wound. So 4 plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds.
Yeah.
Now, you are a monster. This is on their war school. Aim for the eyes. -1 rend.
My cunningly positioned Leviadon book tells me it's a 3+.
Excellent. So 4 plus.
1,
2, 3.
2, 3 wounds suffered, which takes me down my first bracket.
Okay, I'm happy with that. Bracketing is fine.
However,
Hello.
I happen to be parked next to this.
Oh, yes. 3 6-up shrugs. Hey, you can do it too!
Yes!
6 ups is the way to go, man.
We'll discuss it in a
Yeah.
Right, here we are.
Okay, so the 4 into the eels, 5s to hit. Okay, they're angry at eels apparently, which is fair because that's how I feel against eels. 4s to wound. Yeah, 4 wounds, no rend.
No rend, so 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4s.
2 wounds.
2 wounds and...
not quite kill one, but that's okay.
No, you haven't.
Not quite.
Ooh, it gets interesting. They're going to take some spears to the face.
Yes, they might.
Okay.
Going into the charge phase. So I only have 1 charge. It's the big stabbers. They can run and charge because they're savagely enthusiastic. So let's roll it up. A 7 will make them in.
Easily in.
Push them in. But then you get to strike first.
Yes. Alright, so this is going to be one of those moments where everyone is going to rinse me for it later. However, these guys have got the choice of attacks against the spears. I don't think they've got enough wound output to do anything to them. Wurzag is buffed to the gills. On his save is now...
It's I think a 3-up save re-rolling ones with a 4-up shrug.
We can ignore him, which means this gentleman here has got...
He is the target of your affection, by the looks of it.
He is. He's going to get some love.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I've got a musician and stand bearer. So 4 attacks.
Yep.
That's the page I need for the... don't need. So 3s followed by 3s. I'm not re-rolling ones this turn. I'm striking first.
No, that's true. You might be, mate. Check if you're wholly within...
Oh, I'm wholly within 18. That is easily 18 inches.
Oh, yeah, definitely. If it's 18, definitely.
Yeah. Never mind.
Never mind.
And then... 3s to wound. I'll take 3.
No rend. 6-up save on a Warlock. I fail all 3. 6-up shrug. You wounded one already, did you? Warlock. It was that one, I think, wasn't it? This guy over here. Yeah, you took 2 wounds off him, I think.
Yeah.
So 3 wounds down. He's got 2 remaining.
Right, so one of them would obviously... Hang on, I'm just going to shuffle them up because obviously that would be...
Yeah,
so bites are going to go... 1 is going to go into these guys.
Oh yeah, we should have declared this. But 1 bite into these guys, 1 into the...
Yeah.
Everything that can hit the dock, I think, was meant to hit the dock.
Yes,
is that correct?
yes.
So this bite would go into the big stabbers.
So 1 bite into the big stabbers. Hits. Wounds.
No rend. It's D3 damage, isn't it? Nope, failed. 2 damage. 2 damage, 1's down to 2 wounds.
Yeah, it's a start.
Yep.
And then 1 bite into your hits. Rerolling 1s, because it is from the mount. Never mind it. And then D3 tail attacks into him.
2. Oh, you might not get him. Oh, you might.
And
One. He's not going to die. 6 up. Nope. 6 up. Shrug. Yes.
I'm
he
now
takes
going
3.
to eat spear.
Yes. So he goes. This dot goes down to 2 wounds remaining, and I will. Well, we'll strike with Kev's other eels first.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And then we'll come back and do it.
So over there I've got. So over here I'll do a Morrsarr guard. Or miss. These are the Volt Spears.
Yep.
3s, 3 wounds.
5 up save.
Yep.
I make 1, fail 2, so shrug. So 2 damage in the pool so far.
Okay. 2 Fang Morrs. 3s, rerolling 1s.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Not near a dude.
No, you're right. 1 hit.
Yep. And wounds.
Yep.
5 up, no rend. Nope.
D3.
Nice. I thought you were going to say 6 damage then.
I wish.
Nope, 1 more. So that's 3 damage in the pool.
2d3 attacks from the tails.
5 attacks.
5 attacks. I just haven't had that many dice.
Excellent.
And then 3s to hit. Rerolling 1s on the hits.
No.
Yeah, no, rerolling wounds because so many different wounds.
You can tell this was definitely a first draft of how they wanted AOS books to be.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the first. 5 up. Nope, of course. And 6 up. No. So 3 more. So I take 6 wounds total. That's going to be 3 dead orcs. That is not bad.
It is not, however,
bad
it
at
is
all.
not enough.
Transfer the wound. That's my champion, not transferring the wound to him. This guy over
Yeah,
there.
who'd kill that champion off really early by positioning? Oh, wait on me. Right, so we're going in over here.
Yep.
So the boys going back, how many attacks?
So there's 7 of them, so that's 15 attacks including the champ, hitting on 3s. Yes. Because of the big Waagh.
No rerolls.
No rerolls.
What's that like?
Well, look at your army, pretty good.
Yeah.
You walked
like,
into that
like the t-shirt says,
Yeah, exactly.
savage.
3s to wound. Yes, 3s to wound, because +1. So we're looking at only 6.
Okay.
But it could kill off 1.
4, 5, 6. 4's to save. He says 1. I say
2 go through, so that'll kill off this guy and put only a single wound on the next.
okay. Right, so over here, which one do you want to kill off all these eels with?
Well, first of all, I'm going to strike with the Warlock to do this. Pile in 3.
Oh, you're
And
sneaky.
get within 6 of the objective.
Sneaky.
But I'll do my 1 attack. Hitting on 3s now. Hell
Hits.
yeah.
Oh.
Wounds on a 2 for the big Waagh. Ah, you failed me. And then I'll do the murder death. Okay, so they've got 3 attacks each, if I remember correctly. 2s and 2s, no rerolls. Let's do it.
Okay.
3 ones.
You know, I don't think that's enough once for my taste.
2s. Okay.
How many's that?
That's 9.
9,
8 to
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I'm just going to put these dice in here and go, oh look, I'm awfully dead.
Yeah, I mean, even without the D3 damage. Wait, what's your save? 4 up?
4,
oh,
yeah.
so it goes to a 6. Okay, yeah. So that kills both of them anyway.
Yeah.
Right, so going into battle shock test, it's mine first. I did lose 3 over here. The bravery 5, 6 with the banner, +2 for the Wargog prophet with the voice of the gods. So 8, lost 3 on a 6, 1 will flee. No, just though. Okay.
For mine, I lost 1.
You're fine.
He's fine. Okay, that's
Good stuff. But we are going into your turn 3.
Right.
Okay. So we'll be back with Hero Phase coming up next. Just before going in, I do gain 2 points. I control this one, and I also control the centre one because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 models. It's only 2 for Kev on
No, it's
the
fine.
Idoneth side. 2, so that brings me to 3 points to your 2 points. So I've taken it, but it is your turn 3.
Game on!
And it's a big turn. So we'll be back in the Hero Phase.
Okay, going on with the hero phase, I have two command points, so
Yep.
I'm going to pop Volturnos this
Yep.
turn. His command ability lets me pick up to 3 units within 18 inches.
It'd probably just be these 2 guys.
Maybe it won't.
The mage.
The mage.
Might as well. If it's
well, why not? Why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, what's the stupidest thing I can do? It does up her to 4 attacks.
That's kind of cool.
Actually, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at
With
all.
D3 wounds each.
Not bad at all.
And she's striking first this turn.
Yeah.
She could actually do those orcs.
Yeah.
I'm pushing the bar.
Yeah.
But, you know, 2 extra attacks each on their entire profiles.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Right, so he's going to do that. Next thing I'm going to do,
Cast a spell.
cast a spell. And I need a miracle.
Riptide, is it?
It's going to be Riptide, because that's -1 to your
Hit rolls.
hit rolls.
Yep.
I'm going to throw it in on these.
Okay. 7.
7, it's doable.
I will try and unbind.
You probably will.
Need an 8. I will re-roll it with the Maniac.
Oh,
Dispelled.
denied.
No Riptide.
Okay, so movement.
Yep. Just outside of 3. You're pretty much there.
Yeah. However, surprise move.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, right, the retreat. Okay. This guy's going to flee, go an extra forward. Just going to do a summary of movement this turn.
Okay.
So I'll move him out.
Very quickly, we just forgot that over here we've got the shaman on a boar, and he's close to that, so on a roll of 4+.
No.
Never mind, eh?
Never mind.
Moving on.
So we'll continue with the movement.
Super quick summary. Because she's been buffed, the Tidecaster is going to have a go at these orcs.
I love how she's like, you know what, I can take a whole load of orcs.
Well, the brave Morrsarr guard is heading over here. Now he's going to park next to that, give him a bit of a buff. But also next turn, if he survives and doesn't eat all those arrows, he's going to try and contest that.
Yes.
Over here, I'm trying something fancy, also known as why I lost the game. The king is going to attempt to pick a fight with all those mortal wounds over there. I'm moving this over here to mop up all of these things here.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's see how it plays out. So stabber, he's going after the stabber first of all.
Okay, 6 shots.
Okay.
3 to hit. Nice. He wants it dead. 4 wounds.
Yep.
6 up save. 3 after saves. No, he's dead. He only had 2 wounds left.
Right.
Stabber goes down. Goodbye.
And now, well, I mean, we can just go straight in with the charging.
Yeah, let's do it.
We can do it live. So,
Leviadon.
Leviadon gives me a massive movement.
Nice.
Watch me just engage.
Engage.
All of that.
Nice.
Over here,
King.
the king. Now, if he whiffs this,
That's a 1.
and a cock,
And a cocked dice.
I'm going to roll this.
Ooh, I almost saw it.
Now, luckily, I planned for this,
Yeah.
so I'm just going to move him
I'm not gonna lie. In the hero phase, I was like, I
3
see.
inches to there.
I didn't say it, but without saying, it, I said, I see a double 1 in your future.
I did. You know, I was like, we were staring at each other. We were staring at each other face on face, like I can see what's going to happen. It's like, won't happen.
Yep.
It happens.
Ooh.
So that has completely
Yes.
changed my plans.
Woo, it's okay.
And then over here,
Yeah.
one more charge. Oh God.
She's going in.
She's going for it. Why not? Why not?
Excellent.
Right. So, and again, I am still attacking first.
Yeah. So we'll sort everything out and then get some dice and swing away.
So before I start allocating my attacks, the Deepmere Horn is going to go into his back and roll for 2+.
Yeah, 2+, D3 more wounds. Yes. How many? We're suffering
3.
The big 3. I need to save 2 of these. No, he's dead.
No, that makes my attacks a lot easier.
Ooh, easy. And now we're going to the combat phase.
Right, so I'm going to put... That's a lot of attacks, man. I'm going to put all his 7 attacks with his Astrosolus into...
The Savage Big Boss.
I mean, does the Savage Big Boss have any buffs?
No.
You know what? I'm just going to do the big... Hit all his attacks into the Savage Big Boss.
Yeah, fair enough. Just kill it off.
Yeah, so we'll start with 7 attacks from the Astrosolus. Hits on 3s.
Oh, thankfully.
Re-rolling 1s.
Okay.
Any 6s? Right. Not that it matters because you don't have a save, do you?
I won't have a save against this, no.
Okay, so doesn't matter. Then 3s to wound. Ooh, it's a bit of a whiff.
2.
2.
How much damage?
D3.
Okay, roll the D3s. I've got no save.
4.
6 up. Shrug. I take 4 so far, 2 left.
Right, so then his Steed's Fangs and Talons. Normally 3, 2 extra. 3s. Rerolling 1s. It's a whiff.
Okay.
The whiff has arrived.
Yeah.
3. Okay, there's
1.
Yeah, 1.
Rend.
-1.
Okay, how much damage?
1.
Okay. I take it, so he's got 1 wound left.
And then 5 more from the
this
tails.
should do it.
3s.
Okay, it's looking good.
3s.
4.
4. Damage 2.
Any rend?
No rend.
6 up save. Valiant, damage 2 though.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 6 damage. I mean, he deserves to live if I make all these.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Well,
Yeah, no, he's dead. Good good effort. 2 6s. The big boss does go down.
Yeah.
Boop. And that makes the Leviadon attacks a lot easier.
Well, the Leviadon, first of all, is going to try to eat your shaman.
Okay, so we'll split the attacks of what? The chomps into the shaman, the rest into the boys?
Well, how many wounds has he taken?
He has taken 2 so far, I believe.
So he's not. Yeah, so that would be 3 chomps.
Yes.
And I'm going to put. Okay. That's a lot of attacks. I'm going to put the prongs. I'm going to put 3 chomps into them. Should do. How many wounds has he got?
He's taken 2 so far.
He's taken 2. You know what? I'm just going to put the jaws and the spears into him. So that's 3 chomps.
Jaws, because you might get a 6 for 6 more wounds.
Yeah. So hang on. 3s.
Okay, 6 more wounds and reroll the 1.
Reroll the 1. So he can have 2 more wounds.
Oh, is it not 6? Is it D6?
I don't even know why.
Reroll a 6 to hit.
Yeah, I roll 6. Crush jaws. That automatically inflicts 6 mortal.
I'm just going to roll.
Yeah.
He's dead.
He was tasty.
Okay, and then you've got the fins into the other guys because you said the spear and the chomps into the shaman and the fins into the other orcs.
Yeah, I've got. So that was the fin, the spears and the chomp in.
Yeah,
And so the fins, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
because of the buffs.
So 3s.
We roll the 1s because you know the king.
Yep. Followed by 3s.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's -1 save.
So 6 up save now.
Yep.
I make 2, 3 damage piece.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 6 damage. Ah! That'll be the unit dead. Literally there's 5 wounds there.
Yeah.
Cool, excellent. So that clears out the rest of these orcs over here.
So my Hail Mary combat over here. 4 attacks from the Tidecaster.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. Oh,
Nice.
hang on. She's within 18. So she won't be re-rolling
Is
1.
she a Akhelian?
She is not.
No reroll ones.
So 3s.
Cool. 2 hits.
3s.
1 wound.
1 wound.
You no mount. No rend?
No rend.
Nope. How much damage?
D3.
Whoa. Ah, you killed the one on 1 wound.
Well,
Blah.
she's about to take a Pagarin.
Okay, so I get to play now. That's how this works. So I will pile in the Savage Uruks and attack.
Over here. I probably would regret this, but it was worth a try.
Hitting on 3s because Riptide did not go off. No rerolls though. And then we're wounding on through. Oh, there's one there. And we're wounding on 3s.
Okay.
Ah, that did not want to come out. Wow, good roll though.
So I
8.
then, luckily for me, brought a magic spadangly thing.
Well, you got your normal save first.
No, she doesn't.
She must have a save.
She does not have a save.
No way.
We can go to the Holy Tome. Tidecaster.
6 up save.
No, 6 up save. Okay, how many have we got?
8.
Okay, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8. So first of all, I need 6s.
Yes.
Lots of them would be nice.
1.
1, okay, adds up.
Is it for wounds and mortal wounds or just mortal?
I'm going to find out.
This is the Arcane Orb, I think it's called.
And the Arcane Pearl,
Ah, okay.
mortal wound only.
So she dead. She dead.
She would be. How many wounds she's got?
She's taken 1, and
So
she's...
she had 5, she's down to 4, and she ignores the first wound each turn.
Oh, okay.
So that would have...
Yeah, take that back.
Take that back.
So then you'd ignore this one and take 6.
Yeah, but she's only got 5, so
Okay.
she did.
Well, 4, and she's kind of resilient, weirdly.
But isn't she pretty?
She is very pretty.
Right.
Getting ready for turn 4. Kev does score 2 points. He does take this one back. I've only got 1 model in range. This gives you to 4 points to my 3.
Yes, however, you do have a large amount of orcs left.
I do.
I
I will take a quick battle shock for these guys. They can't actually fail. Never mind. So we'll go into.
did we do the wounds for him?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
You failed miserably with the
Okay.
ship wounds. That
Yes,
is.
we did.
Okay, so we're going to the roll off for turn 4, mate.
This matters.
Woo! It's big. It's big. Who went first this turn? I did. I win ties. A 4. It's respectable.
I'll take the 5.
I'll take the 5.
I'm gonna have it.
Absolutely. So we're back with Sylvaneth, Idoneth, turn 4.
So hero phase. Got nothing apart from over here. 4+.
No.
No, moving on. Right.
Done. Movement phase.
Straight into the movement. Right.
Let's see what happens.
As I'm Fuethan. Right. The easy one to do. First of all, I'm gonna have to journey all the way around the table. First time this game.
Hey. Hello. Hello.
Right. I'm going to move this one 12 inches. So tactically, I'm surrendering in the middle of the board. Risky, I know. The king is coming over here to mop those up. Stupid Tidecaster. I expected a wizard to do close combat. It's my fault.
A wizard did it.
Over here. Right, no pressure on this gentleman over here, but he's got to kill that one.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that he doesn't whiff his charge there and moves into here.
Yes.
Right, let's find out what happens in the shooting phase. Here we go. Right, so Leviadon going to shoot into the, I can't remember what they're called.
Big stabbers.
Big stabbers. So,
Pew, pew, pew.
3s followed by 3s.
3s and 3s. No 1s. And 3s to wound. We're looking at 4. Not a bad start. 6-up save. I make all but 1. 6-up shrug. That'll kill one and put a wound on the other. So, 2 wounds on the other, sorry. So 2 wounds taken onto this guy around the back there. Excellent. That's shooting done.
Yep. So, charging.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever whiffed this turn. So, this one's for all the marbles.
Let's have a look.
Leviadon, into here.
Okay, good. You make
6.
it.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, we'll come back to this. I'm just going to do it all on the go.
Yeah, because it's
Right,
effect.
the king.
Hail to the king.
Oh, now we can move.
There we go.
King's
8.
in.
Nice. And then over here.
The one that actually matters.
Yeah. Oh, he wants it. He does. He definitely wants it.
Fair play.
So move them all in. So going into the combat phase, Kev is opting to go with this combat because it is the one that matters. So let's do this.
I need this Morrsarr guard not to screw this up.
He will.
No pressure.
Yep.
Right, so 3s. The benefit of Volturnos over a normal king is only 12 inches on the rerolls. So that will only get me to here. Volturnos
It's 18.
is 18, so he can reroll ones, which might not matter, might be crutch.
I think you can do it anyway because you're Fuethan and it's technically another flood tide.
Yes, it is. So
Okay,
that's,
but that's good to know.
yeah.
Cool. 2 hits.
2 hits.
1 wound.
1 wound.
This is the damage one. So how much damage?
Minus straight to damage?
Yeah, no save.
2.
6-up shrug. I take
Oh.
1. Good start for me though.
Right. Fangmore Eel. 1 attack. 3.
Reroll. Hits.
3.
Wounds.
D3 wounds.
How much? What's the rend?
There is no range.
Okay, 6 up. Nope. D3. 2. Sorry for the camera here, guys. Oh, I make another one with the shrugs.
It's mattering, it's mattering.
You're not going to take this objective from me, I don't think.
D3.
1.
1. No, I am not. However, I'm going to contest it.
That doesn't matter in this. It's still I still control it.
Ah,
so,
okay.
I'm taking off.
No,
Reroll
reroll 1.
Wound. Okay, 1. Nope. 6-up shrug. Yes. My God, he is.
He's a
beast.
He's earned his points this
He
game.
has. He's taken 2.
Right, so it's now your choice.
It's my choice, and the choice is my arrow boys, 100%, because those boys are dead.
Yes, they are.
Yes. Okay, so I'm piling in the arrow boys. They've got 6 in range to swing. This probably would have been a better idea if I was bones with his legions, but let's see if I can chip off 2 wounds. I'm hitting on. I just was over there. So 4s and 4s. So 3s and 3s because of the big Waagh.
Okay.
Ooh, not a good start. Not a good start, but that's okay. 2 wounds. You just need to fail both 3-up saves to bracket you. Ah, you don't. Fair enough.
I choose the other option.
That's understandable.
Going straight in over there for
Oh,
the king.
yes. Hail to the king. 5 attacks with his spear.
5 attacks. Actually, before I do anything else, he charged, so you can have.
Oh, on a 2 up, yeah.
You
Bit out of sequence, but
D3 mortal wounds, take 2.
we remembered it eventually.
I always forget the horn.
Okay, so 1 wound. So 1 damage. I can eat. Oh, he's taken a wound, so I'm just going to put that over there for
Okay.
now. Yep, go for it.
So 5 attacks with his spear. Reroll the 1s, obviously, because he's the king. Hit.
3's to wound.
That's not normal hit. I don't know where that came from.
2.
2.
Rend.
Oh, I should have checked the 6s, but I didn't. Just say -1.
Failed both.
And D3.
5.
Yep. Oh, good roll.
Take 3. So taken 4 wounds so far.
Yep.
Oh, well, 3 in the combat, but 1 from charging.
3s followed by 3s again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll do.
Any rend?
-1.
6 up. Make 1. How much damage?
1.
2 more damage. So 5 wounds taken so far.
Yep. And then 3s and 3s again. He's on form.
He is.
He's I think he must have been.
Excellent.
That'll do. Yeah.
Any rend?
No rend.
So 5 up. How much damage?
2.
Ooh, that's nice. So 5 more damage just from the guy. So that's 10 damage taken. That is 5 orcs dead. There's 1 left.
Oh, that's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That'll do.
Excellent. Watch him take a couple of wounds off though. So I will go with the guy that's left. So 3 attacks. I'll just do it quickly. Hitting on 4s normally goes to 3s. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound. No rend. Okay, you're fine. Nice and easy. Then the Leviadon. So we'll get some dice.
Leviadon attacking, not buffed to the max anymore.
No.
Start with the bitey jaws.
Nom 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 nom.
That'll do.
Of course, always happens to me. I have video proof of previous battles. This happens to me a lot. So 6 more wounds so far.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, I'll just put the 6 dice there. Okay.
Side fins, 3s followed by 3s.
Okay, he's doing work.
He's got a lot of work to do. I can read. That's cocked. I'll reroll.
Reroll the ones. So 3.
3 more. These are 3 more. That's 9.
Yeah, because I don't have a save. So I add 9 more dice to my damage roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then working my way down it. 2 spears, 3s followed by 3s.
Cool. Nice. 1 more.
2 more.
Any rend?
No rend.
Okay, 6 up save. Nope, and then 2 damage, which I'll add another 2 dice.
He's doing the job.
He is. Then last one. Any more?
4 dice, 4s followed by 4s, no rend,
Okay.
1 damage. So I said 4s. No,
4's followed by 4?
3s followed by 3. Sorry,
Nice.
4
Okay.
attacks.
So
Yeah,
3 hits.
3 hits, 3s again.
Not out.
No,
No, any rend?
no rend.
6 up save. Nope, so that's 2 more damage I'm going to add to the pool.
That's a lot of dice, man.
I get a 6 up. I'll be fine.
You say you got 2 wounds each. So.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's pretty good. Okay, so how many do I lose? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've knocked 7 off from one swing. That is very good, though. So I'll remove 7 from the unit. Maniac.
Crutch combat.
Doing it for himself. He's got 3 attacks.
We did knock that, by the way.
We
so
did.
Do apologise.
So 3 attacks. Hitting on 4s normally goes to 3s because of big Waagh. I'll
Okay.
just do it here. Okay. Then wounds on a 3 goes to a 2. Okay.
Go team.
And then 3s from the boar.
Oh, it's always the mounts.
3s from the boar.
Never mind.
Okay, so that was nothing.
Lame combat continues.
Absolutely.
Right, so battle shock time.
Battle shock, yeah. You've got none to take. I lost 7 over here. I'm bravery 6, 7, 8. And I lost 7. Sorry. I'm bravery 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Ooh.
Lost 7. So 2's good.
Okay. He has a 2.
Alright, fair enough.
Over here.
I lost. You killed 5. So I'm bravery 9. No, not 3 plus 4 is 7. I'm bravery 5, 6, 7. I'm okay.
Okay.
3 plus 5, 7. Yeah, because I'm plus 2 because of the Warclans guys for Voice of the Gods.
Okay.
And then they can't fail because of the Voice of the Gods.
Yep.
And that's it.
So your turn.
It is going into my turn. You do not claim the middle one.
No.
You do have 1 point for your Akhelian guard in the back there.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job all game, guys.
Yeah, they've been awesome.
To be fair, that's what I need.
Yes, that's what they do. It's what they do. So there will phase. First of all, on a 4 up, I'll gain a command point as well as the one I gain normally. Yes, so I gain 2 command points this turn from Prophet of the Waagh. Next, I'm already at max Waagh points, as we already know. So he's going to try and cast Arcane Bolt.
Okay.
Gets it with a 6. 1 mortal wound to the Leviadon.
One mortal wound.
1 mortal wound.
I will take that.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to.
Yeah.
And next I'm going to try and cast Breath of Gorgonmorka. Yes goes off with a 7, so D3 mortal wounds and you're striking last in combat.
Ooh, different.
1 mortal wounds.
So hang on, I'm just gonna. So that's 2 more. So it goes to 3 wounds. That is the not first bracket. First bracket is 0 to 3.
Okay, fair enough.
Give me more. More. Come at me.
I'm gonna. This guy is going to cast. I think he's going to cast Bone Spirits on himself, just try and make him slightly better in melee.
No, he isn't.
Yeah, he is.
Damn it.
So Bone Spirits onto the Maniac over here for their Titanic Combat of the Ages.
The problem is it really matters.
Yeah, I know. It's huge.
I mean, to be honest, if I got lucky, he'd be hurling his way over here right now.
Of course, yeah.
But I didn't.
So we'll go on to movement phase and I'll show you at the end. Quick summary of turn 4. So the archers have stayed in combat, so they're going to shoot the crap out of him. The big stabbers have moved around to be outside of 3 to make a charge, or try and make a charge. This guy, yeah, well, he's the boss of the unit. Of course he's going to try and take on the king. He's going to stay in combat, definitely.
He could do it. Let's be fair, he could do it.
He might be able to do it if he gets lucky. Maniac Wignob, of course, staying in combat, and the Wargog going towards to secure that objective. We've gone to the shooting phase. You've taken me below 15, so 2 shots each. So we'll get some dice for this shooting.
So what are we doing?
Right, so archers shooting into the Leviadon, 26 shots, hitting on 5s, no rerolls. No, I moved out of range. Not bad at all.
Healthy?
Actually, a really good hit. I'll reroll, actually. Nope, that wants to be a
Just reroll it. Oh, it matters.
That was a really solid hit.
That was decent.
And then wounding on 4s. 1,
That's
2,
good as well.
3, 4, 5, 6 at -1.
2, 4, 6. Normally a 3+ save.
Goes to 4 because aim for the eyes.
Well, that was just rude.
3.
Yeah.
So 6 wounds taken.
That's the first bracket done.
Hooray! Alright, so now we're going to go on to the fun Sunday Fun Day phase, the charge phase.
So I believe you only have 1
It's
charge.
just 1. Big stabbers.
Big whiff.
They +1 to this roll. It's 5 inch move.
But it gets you within a sting a lot.
Going to comp phase, they're striking first.
Really?
And I'm going to spend 1 of my command points to give them all out attack.
Okay.
So re-rolling hit rolls of 1. So after the pile-in, I've gotten all 3 in range because they do have a massive 3-inch reach. That's going to be 9 attacks hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. Again, I'm hitting on 2s because of the big Waagh. I'm at the max points that gives me +1 to hit and wound, as well as all the other stuff which I've kind of just forgotten about because it's like, yeah, whatever. So 9 attacks hitting on 2s, re-roll any 1s. Don't need it. All out. That command point was useless.
Nice.
2s to wound.
Ooh.
Okay, that's 9 wounds, -2. 5 up save.
Do you like the taste of turtle?
Yes. Never had it personally.
Oh, you know what?
That is not a bad showing.
Sadly, how many wounds do you do?
Well, let's find out. So what, 6 go through?
Yeah. D6 wounds each?
Yeah, because you're a monster.
Ow. That'll do, yeah?
Yes.
So let's just count that. So that's 5. Hang on, that's 6, 12, 18, 20,
5.
25. What in the game has 25 wounds?
Arcane would have died. Nagash would have died. Alaria would have died.
Don't feel so bad about losing a turtle on that one. So I'm going to take that one away.
Yep. Alright, going back with the eel into the Maniac Weird Knob.
Right, so I'm going to start off with my Volt Spear. 2 attacks, 3s, followed by 3s.
We're still in Flood Tide. And you're within 18. Doesn't matter.
3s again.
Nope.
Go team.
Okay. It's
Right, Fangmore Eel, bite.
Pardon the pun, but it feels like we're going to hit each other with wet fish. Hey, wounds! No Ren though.
It's a big fish.
Nope, 2 damage or D3?
D3.
Nice.
Which
2
happens
damage.
to be 2.
I take 2. Taken up to 4 wounds taken.
Alright, and now I have D3 attacks.
2. You can do it.
Whoa.
You can do it.
Feel the pressure.
Nope. Oh.
Yes, reroll.
Yep. Oh, 2 hits.
3s again.
I want to see 1, 2. 1, 2. That's all I want. There. Thank you.
Don't say that, I'm not going to.
6 up save. I make
Hey.
it. Cool. So I do. Yeah, that's it. Cool.
Your attacks, do you want to go for the king?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Let's do it. I'm just going to do it live.
Yeah.
He's the boss. 4 attacks, hitting on 4s normally goes 3's big Waagh. 2 hits.
He's up for it.
3's to wound. 1 wound, no rend. King cares not.
Right, so
I'll let you roll it, but mate, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
He's going to die.
He could whiff it, you never know. He's not going to whiff it. Right, so 5 attacks.
He's Volturnos. He won't whiff.
They really didn't. Yeah, you just.
Do you know what? I'll roll 3 6-up shrugs. He's dead.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Right, so.
Maniac. Weird knob. Come on, can you do it? 3 attacks, hitting on 3s now. 6s are an additional hit because of bone spirits. Okay, well, 2 hit, at least better than last time. 2s to wound. Good man, 2 saves, no rend.
So 4 plus.
4 plus. D3. I can kill him if I roll a 3, but
yeah.
you do get a shrug.
I do get my shrug.
1.
No.
So 1 shrug.
No
he
shrugs.
makes it. Wet fish.
Go boat.
Next, the boar. 3s.
Oh, stupid.
Oh, that was a 6 in there as well. So an extra hit.
Yeah.
Does it wound? Yes, so 2 wounds. No rend.
4s.
1 wound. 6 up.
Nope.
1 wound. But more importantly, I do keep hold of this objective.
Yes, you do. However.
Whew. Okay, so we'll go to the end of the turn. No battle stop to declare. I gain 2 points,
Yeah.
putting me up to 5. So we're equal.
Yep.
Going into turn 5. Last turn of the game. It's a nail biter. Let's roll it. So
Let's go live.
Well, whose turn was that? That was mine. So you win ties.
Okay.
Go for it, mate. Oh,
4.
it's respectable, but it's not
It's a 6.
respectable. It's not a 6.
Ooh. So here's a question for you.
Yes.
You don't have that many models on the board left for movement.
Oh, from what I was going to say, dude, have you counted yours compared to mine?
For movement.
Okay, so I'm going to have a little think about what needs to be done here.
Yeah.
And I'll be back at the end of movement. End of hero and movement. Okay, so going into turn 5, we're just chatting about what the play is. It looks to be a tie game, to be honest. Now, hear us out. So I go, because I think I need to. I can't let you get these points. I get 2 points this turn, right? So I need to kill off this eel, but even if I kill off this eel, look over there, you've still got eels. And these guys aren't fast enough to get to this objective to cover the bases.
What can these guys do?
Not run quick enough. So I think it's going to be a tie game. But we'll play it out.
Play it out.
To the end, absolutely.
Dice rolls are fickle. I mean, obviously the charge in the middle, which was...
Of course.
And obviously over here has been...
A slapping contest, but you've been winning.
Barely.
You have been winning.
Okay, so what's your plan? Let's start with the hero phase.
So 4 plus I gain a command point. It's kind of negligible. I do. I gain 2 more command points.
Okay.
Huzzah. Next I will cast Mystic Shield on himself.
Okay.
He gets it.
Okay.
Great. Next he doesn't do anything because nothing's really in range because I want an Arcane Bolt over here.
Okay.
So now this spell for the Maniac over here is going to cast Arcane Bolt.
Okay.
He gets it on a 6. That is 1 mortal wound.
However,
Ignore on a 6.
luckily somebody crushed a boat.
No. He doesn't crush.
1 more wound.
1 more wound. So now the archers should be able to finish him off.
Okay.
Should.
We are back into the...
Now we're going into movement phase.
No, which tide are we in?
Oh, we are in cover tide.
We're in cover tide.
Basically.
That's the technical name for it,
Yeah.
cover tide. So he will be at -1 getting shot at. That is a lot of shots.
Well, plus 1 save.
Plus 1 save, yeah.
Which is just as good, basically. So, going to movement, we'll do a summary. This guy is going to run and retreat out of combat. Might as well run. Okay, 1. So he's going to get back, stay within 6. Makes sense, right? And then I'll move these off camera, but he's going to just shift forward 5 to put some shots into this guy.
Okay.
End of the movement phase, the Maniac Weird Knob did run and retreat, got 1 out of combat just to keep the objective to me. The Arrow Boys have moved up 5 just to get all but 3 in range of the bows onto this eel. The Big Stabbers have just ran up their extra, well they did run, but they only got I think a 1 or a 2, just to come back to the centre, and the Wargog is jumping on the objective, claiming it for himself. So we're going to the shooting phase, and we've got, how many are left? Is it 13? So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so 13. So 10 can shoot into the eels. That's going to be 20 shots hitting on 5s. Hitting on 5s. Ah, yes.
That's a solid roll.
The power of the dice tray. It dampens my power.
It's ironic because it's green.
We're the reverse orcs. Okay, so now wounding on
Crows?
4s.
Just crows.
Who knows? So we're looking at 3, 6, 7, 8
Oh,
saves.
8 saves of 3 plus. 2, 4, 6, 8. No chance. So I need 3s. Yep.
Yep.
Normally 4 plus. Cover because of the tide. However,
Got him just.
got him. He went down. Oh,
Oh yeah, 6 up shrug.
it's a 1 in a million chance.
Yeah.
However, this isn't Discworld.
And dead eel.
Another dead eel.
Alright, and that is going to be the end of my turn. I score 2 points, putting me to 7.
And I'm on.
You're on 5, same as I was, so you need 2 points to draw. Which you need to basically get one of these objectives and you draw the game. And then it goes to kill points.
Hold this.
I will. Right, we're back at the end of movement because there's nothing to do in the hero phase.
Right. So, first battle report on the channel.
Yeah,
Right. I've got 2 options.
you do.
1. My king can charge over here. Now, pre-measured, it's a pretty much guaranteed charge. However, Wurzag is pretty nails.
Yeah, he's 5 up save, but a 4 up shrug.
Okay.
That's crazy. With 7 wounds.
Now, if we go over to here,
We've measured it's a 7-inch charge if he goes this way onto a maniac weird knob with only 2 wounds.
however, I do have a reroll.
You do with a command point.
So,
To tie the game.
to tie the game, I'm gonna have to. See, part of me wants to do the awesome combat over here,
Yeah,
which would be cool.
yeah, it'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome. Which pretty much tells you what I'm gonna have to do now, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, obviously that is the odds-on chances are I could get that and draw the game.
If you get in combat with him, he's dead.
Yes.
Simple.
However, if I get over here
And don't kill him.
and don't kill him, don't make me choose between the cool thing and the objective thing. That's just not even cricket.
Do you take average dice or do you take not a guaranteed kill?
I'm tempted to be super lame and go for over there.
I think that's a smart choice.
It
to be
is,
fair.
but I don't want to be lame. I'm going to be lame.
You've seen the people on this channel, yeah? Myself included.
It's true.
We take the lame choice.
I'm feeling the lame choice.
Because the problem is, and I'll explain this now. If you take the tactical choice, you're fine. If you don't take the tactical choice, people will let you know you didn't take the tactical choice.
But I don't care about the people.
Yeah, you learn not to.
Oh,
You
back
learn
up.
not to.
I'm gonna like. You know what? I'm gonna have to go rule of cool.
Roll of cool. You
I'm
go
gonna
for
have to go rule
Wargog.
of cool.
Go for Wargog.
You know what? I could go for that
Yeah.
and have a
Guaranteed draw.
guaranteed draw.
Effectively.
However, if I come over here,
Yep. You could always fail this charge.
I could also
With
I
the
could-
reroll.
I could whiff that charge.
Yeah.
This over here,
I think you're still guaranteed to pretty much kill him, almost.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah, let's do it.
So
let's do
hang on.
it. Move
First things
outside of
first.
3.
Well,
14-inch move. We're
14-inch move.
outside of 3.
Stops outside 3. We're going to do it
With the
all
charge.
live. With the charge.
Nope, didn't need it. Go
That
straight
would
in.
be over there as well. Hi.
Okay.
So,
I'll let you get the dice and we'll be back.
right, we're going to start off with the deep male horn.
2 up.
2 up.
Watch 1. No, okay. D3.
D3 mortal wounds going straight in at a 2. I'll take it.
He takes 1.
He takes 1.
That's
okay.
a good. That's good. He takes 1 wound so far.
Of how many?
7.
Okay, 1
6
down.
left.
So I then need 3s followed by 3s re-rolling 1s.
Okay. Okay.
There's too many 2s there for my tastes.
3 hits. This
3
is
hits.
a spear.
Yeah. No 6s there, was there?
I think there was 1.
Okay. Should we go back and check?
No, it's fine. So there
Okay.
was 1.
Okay, so
The 6. Roll to win with the 6.
the 6, which
Is -5.
yeah,
Okay.
it's a 6.
Hey, so that wounds and now 2 others. The 2 others.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 at minus what?
2
1?
minus 1.
So 6 up save. 1, and then the 1 at -5 I don't save. How much damage each? Are you sure it's D3, not 3 when you charge?
You know what? Let's have a double check. Yeah, and this is one of the reasons why I like the normal king better, because when he charges,
He's 3 damage.
he's 3 damage. However, Volturnos' range and buffs for the army,
Yeah.
they're just so much better. So yeah, it's 2d3 things.
Okay, 2d3 then.
Oh, 4.
It's okay. It's 4 up shrug. He takes 2, so I've taken 3 so far.
Okay, so the Ursul's Jaws and Talons.
Nice, 2 hits. 1 wound, any minus?
-1.
6 up. Made it.
Oh,
okay.
Full crutch. So finally 3s. Yeah, all hit.
Nice.
Followed by 3s. Oh, rerolling 1 because it's his mount.
Yep.
Oh,
Minus.
no minuses.
Damage.
2.
Okay, so 5 up save. I make 1. 4 damage. This could kill it if I don't make a save. He's got 4 wounds left.
How much to save?
4 up after. This is a 4 up after save.
Okay, fair enough.
He makes it. He's got 2 wounds left. So 2 wounds remaining on the Wargog. Okay, I'm going to hit you back.
Yeah, fair play.
I'm just going to do that live. I've got 4 attacks, hitting on 3s because of the big Waagh. Okay, he's not that hard. 2s. 1 wound, no rend. 1 wound, no rend.
Oh, what? I'll take it.
And
Fine.
the Squig, 1 attack. Hits. Wounds, no rend. He finally takes a wound from the Squig. And that'll give you 1 point, putting you to 6 to my 7. That is the end of the game. Good game, my friend. Good game.
I will always go for, well, I'll say I'll always go for real cool, but it had to be tried.
Yeah, it's fair. I respect that.
You know what? That would have been tactically the right choice. However, just dull for a draw.
Leader on leader action.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
That's fair. Absolutely.
Okay.
So we're set up for a post game. So that's the end of the game. I didn't swear at all.
So the amusing thing is, we're going to beat these all out, hopefully in a fairly amusing way.
Yeah.
Possibly
Well,
with Henry Cavill.
Maybe. Just flashing on screen.
What it is with Henry Cavill's game. Right, so, your thoughts, Crystal?
My thoughts are Big Waagh Bone Splitters are better than normal Allegiance Bone Splitters. By
Fair.
far. Because I always thought the added D6 for the Big Waagh points was on Mega Boss or Gordrak. It's not, it's just your general. So Wargog's general generates D6, and then the amount of bodies, what really helps Bone Splitters get the points up. So
that +1 to hit, constant across the army.
and wound.
And wound.
Yeah.
Oh, that was brutal.
Yeah, you don't need to use the command ability to Waagh, so you potentially lose your points. I'll just keep the +1 to hit and wound and all the other benefits.
That was very had a massive effect across the entire game.
Yeah, and they felt a lot stronger because of it. MVPs, of course, are big stabbers because they're amazing.
Well,
Them and the archers.
What did they kill? They got the Mathlann over in that corner.
Yeah, they finished the Mathlann. They killed the turtle.
Yeah.
They killed these
They
eels.
didn't just kill the turtle.
No.
They owned the
Yeah,
turtle. It was like,
yeah.
oh, you. Funk, dead.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, big stabbers are amazing. Tactically, I think I made the right choices. With this game, with this scenario, it's pretty straightforward to always kind of pick first, depending on the kind of objectives where they are. So I think tactically I made the right choices. Apart from the only choice I would change is not attacking with the archers in melee against the Leviadon. It'd be to attack your king with the Saboteur Oaks that you charged. Before you did. That's the only change I would have done though. But I think everything else, tactically, I made the right choice.
I wish I could say the same. But I didn't. You know, a few things, but again, the way you deployed, I knew straight away that obviously the ball boys were bait. But if I hadn't have gone for them, obviously they'd have charged forwards and wreak havoc, so I had to take them out. The Mathlann was great.
Handedly take them out.
Yes. Now, the issue I had was obviously I haven't played since March. And, you know, the whole double turn totally caught me off guard again. And it allowed the spear chuckers to just, or whatever they call it, spear chuckers?
Big stabbers.
Big stabbers. The big stabbers to just pin that Mathlann down. And obviously, I had the cloak, which gave me a turn's grace, but because you had the double turn.
And the archers, I could play around it a lot easier.
Yeah. So, oh well, I wasn't going to bite on the archers.
No.
I could see you were trying to get it in there, wasn't having it.
It was the right move because, you know, to either lose some wounds or do the cloak now. So.
I mean, I've had this army literally sat in a box since March. And looking forward to this game so much. And you know what? I'm happy to have lost it because it was a cool game.
It was a cool game.
Very cool game. And when you're playing two fully painted armies against each other, that's always brilliant. And me and Phil have been playing each other, what, for 3-4 years?
3 or 4 years, yeah. Roughly.
No, it wasn't going to be a sneeze. I thought it was.
All right then.
That Nurgle again. The army selection, I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments of what you change. And yes, I'm using a stand-in for Volturnos because I don't have a Volturnos model. But I'll be getting one next week. It's a king.
Yeah,
It's a king.
It's
nice.
Yeah, it's fine.
You know, it's a head swap and an arm swap.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
I'll get one next week.
Yeah.
What else? The Eagles over there.
They kind of just did what they do.
Yeah, you know, they're there to hold objectives, and they did. They held it the entire game.
That's true. The thing is, you could have left, but then you still get it. But then I could have, with my flying thing, I might have been able to sneak it. So it's a bit like, yeah.
Well, I needed to hold those up, that unit of orcs up for one turn, which is why I threw the spellcaster
That's
in.
true, because otherwise they would have started coming this way.
Well, that spellcaster, what I wanted to do, I knew Volturnos was going to swing round.
Right.
And if he'd have got the initial charge off against the the big stabbers, I'll remember what they're called one day.
You're right, you use big stabbers.
Okay, if he got the charge in there, I think he might have finished them off.
Yeah.
Particularly when he had the +2 attacks across the board and everything.
Definitely.
I think he'd have got them, but he whiffed the charge.
There were 4 away, you got 3. So can't get within half an inch. But that was the play. That was,
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
So put him where I could, did the damage, brought him around here. Now, if she'd have held that unit up for another turn and not died, obviously he'd have mopped them up. I could have then teleported her over to that side.
Yeah.
And maybe swung it over there, but it is what it is. Some days the dice gods do not forgive.
True. And I mean, at that point, my big stabbers were still already over there, so that might not have been a good choice because they would have just turned around.
No, by then the big stabbers were over here.
Sure?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
They were here.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, you can come back and comments and tell me if I was wrong, but I thought they were over here. But yeah, no, very solidly good game.
Yeah, ended in a nice, close game.
Yeah, I'm sure I made loads of mistakes, both tactically and rules-wise.
I'm sure I did too. This army, like the Idoneth but in a different way, require a lot of rules to upkeep, like Big Waagh, all your spells, and then Idoneth are rerolls only in these 2 phases, reroll twins on the mounts always, and it's like, then the charges, then, it's hard. It's, it's really difficult to get all your rules right. Yeah. And especially when you're on camera, you can see when you get them wrong. That's the only difference. That's the only difference.
And camera, COVID, you've played one game in.
I played one game now. Well, this is my second game, because yesterday it had been 3 months for me. Yeah. Yeah. I filmed with Nick yesterday, that battle report should already be up. So yeah, I was rusty too, but you know what, we're getting back into the swing of things. Yeah, you will be seeing this army again, hopefully. Sure. I'm currently working on another project, which is a very different army, very different. Very cool. Hopefully surprise you all with that at some point. Let me know in the comments what you would change in my army list. The army list will be thrown up. I'm liking that a lot of people talk about sharks at the moment, and I'm feeling 8 sharks in the army, but let me know what you think. 8 sharks versus 8 stegodons. Could be fun. That could be fun. That could be stupid. We might have to try it. The other army that you keep poking me towards going is the Namarti army. I really want to see a Namarti themed Idoneth army. Oh, I don't want to see a Namarti army. I'd love for Namarti to be anything. Yeah. Relevant? Yeah. I mean, they're just not. I mean, if anyone's got some brilliant Namarti tactics, please let me know. I'll post this video or the link to this in the Idoneth group, and I'm sure you'll all tell me that Namarti brilliant. Yeah, I'm sure. No, you won't. I'm sure. But yeah, let us know what you think. Absolutely. You know how you guys can support us, but that is the end of the game. So take it easy, guys. Hope you're all staying safe with everything that's going on. So take it easy. Happy wargaming. Peace.